As always, it's me, Emperor AP. This is our third try for this stream today. Let me make sure that I have everything set up properly. I'm trying to make sure that the camera stays out of the sun so it doesn't get too overheated. My phone is known when we do these outside live streams to get overheated. So this is the third attempt for the live stream. I appreciate you guys hanging out. The last two times we tried to do it, which now all the links are going to be connected to the other, so that won't be too fun. But uh, Onyx is attempt 69. Yeah, absolutely. I appreciate it, Onyx. Yeah, they kept being vertical, and that was really gross. I was sorry to see that, so now I'm trying to do horizontal and fix that. Hopefully it's a little bit better for you guys. Gore said, hello AP. Hey Gorth, it's good to see you. Thank you guys for hanging out. Please make sure to like. Fake Name says sup. Hey, it's good to see you, Fake Name. Raspberry T-Man joined in. Thank you guys so much. Onyx is Imagine Vertical. It becomes a problem, legitimately. You can't see as much stuff. It's not as fun. So we're doing the horizontal thing. But it's good to see you guys. Thank y'all for hanging out. Raz said happy late 4th. Happy late 4th, Raz. It's good to see you. A few things I wanted to talk about before we get started doing like too much fun stuff. I did want to start off on a serious note and just say, if anybody's heard from Muhammad, please let me know. I haven't been able to stream in like 4 or 5 days, and so I haven't been able to keep up with him. I know he's messaged a few times in our Discord general, and so I've been trying to keep up with what he was saying in there, but I have not been able to reach out to him or, to do any streams for a little bit, so it's taken me a minute to catch up. I appreciate you guys hanging out, and it's good to see y'all. One thing I did want to say, please definitely make sure to like the video, to hang out with us. We're trying to get to 4,000 watch time hours, and you guys are helping a ton. We're still in like the 730s right now, because again I had to take a few days off, but now we are trying to climb back to that 4K, and we're getting closer every time. Right now that 730s mark is like pretty steady, so we're doing good, and you guys are helping out with that a lot. The other thing I wanted to talk about today is Microcon stuff. We're going to be doing a lot of stuff dealing with Microcon and trying to get ready for it. There's a lot to do, there's a lot to figure out. So if you guys have any ideas for us, any questions about what we're going to be up to, please let us know. We're probably going to be buying our tickets in the next few days, or at least one of our tickets, to get us like on the docket to show that like Eternia is going, and then try and buy the second ticket or third ticket maybe closer to time. The other thing, I'm jumping around topics, but I want to do the main highlights for this stream, in case anybody wants to know the coverage of what we can talk about this stream. We were trying to do a video for Muhammad, talking about Muhammad. We wanted to edit a whole bunch of clips of him being on the stream and like talking to us and his comments and his explanation of what's happening in his home province. And so what I wanted to do was make a video that edited that. And so we were going to have Vincent do it originally, but he's been unable to. He's been busy moving and doing other stuff. So instead, we need some help from you guys. I've learned recently that YouTube has the ability for people to take clips from any video on YouTube, your video, other people's video, and you can actually take clips that you like and download them directly from YouTube. So if you're interested in doing that, if you guys can find clips that you feel like are important to tell his story or to make what he's into and what he's been dealing with known, please let me know. If you can share those clips with me via Discord, via Google Drive link, something, it would mean a lot, because I can start to compile those. It's just going to be a lot for me to try and do what we're doing, to prepare for everything, and to try and like sift through the hours of content to find those important messages and those important points. So the more that you guys can help and be our internet detectives, it would mean a lot. Our micronational news outlet, breaking the latest scoop, it would mean a lot. As well, we have 9 viewers, 4 likes. Thank you guys for hanging out and checking in. I know some of you are going to have trouble finding the stream. It's like a lost oasis out in the desert here, because we messed up the stream link like 3 times. The one on TikTok is the original one, which we ended after like 2 seconds. Then we posted a second one on Discord and on our YouTube community tab. So there are going to be a whole bunch of people who have no idea that this is going on. If you guys do want to jump into TikTok, if you follow us on TikTok and post the correct stream link, it would mean a lot. The same thing on YouTube. If you guys want to jump in the community tab comments or on our Discord or wherever, if people are having trouble finding it, it would mean a lot. Manu says, sorry, it's good to see you, Manu. Thank you for hanging out, Tiff. Thank you for helping me. Tiff's trying to stop me from burning up alive with my paleness. So I appreciate you, Tiff. But yeah, we're gonna swim. We're gonna hang out. What you guys up to? Your German spy. Oh goodness, said yo. What's up? How are you doing? So, do you think I can make it? There's like one little pool floaty. I don't know if you guys can see it. There's one little pool floaty over there. I gotta see if I can jump to it. Yeah, you can just barely see it. All right, we're gonna try and set this up. All right, let's find out. Let's find out if oh, it's just floating away. Okay, I'm gonna try and get to it. Y'all wish me luck. I'm gonna try and free dive out here.
You're not gonna make it.
You don't think I'm gonna make it?
No.
Little faith. Tiff has little faith in me. Y'all watch me succeed every day. Check this out. I'm about to boost over the diving board and reach. I'm probably not doing that, but I might reach it. Let's see.
You're waiting for it to come closer.
Yes, I'm cheating. I'm buying time. I got it. I'm barely hanging on. There's probably a huge spider on here, but it's fine. I got it. Up. Oh, there is a huge spider.
Yeah, it came running at me.
What?
It came running at me. It's huge.
Oh, the spider? Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. There was a big spider. Every time we try and do stuff like this, there's always a huge spider. It's a problem.
What?
Sometimes multiple. Yep, huge spider. We have to show. We can't just tell. We have to show. We're going to welcome our newest guest to the live stream, Big Spider. Oh, goodness.
He's pretty big.
He's pretty big. What you up to, Big Spider?
He's like a brown maybe.
Yep, he is a spooky boy. Very concerning. We're trying not get bit. Try and pull him out. What have you guys been up to with your micronations? Let me know while we try to rescue this man from certain doom. He eats bugs and stuff. Hopefully he won't eat us.
Oh my god.
We're trying to help you, sir. Yes, freedom. We've saved one life today. We're doing good. Okay. So let me check. Hey, everybody's in here. 11 viewers, 5 likes. Thank you guys for liking the video. Y'all are helping us to like boost up the channel and get things bigger and better. So the more you guys like the video, the more y'all are gonna pull more people in here who will be doing crazier and crazier stuff. Tiff's trying to jump off the diving board right now. So we're about to see some fancy moves from dear old Tiff. You got it, Tiff. We believe in you. You guys get the special like shaded shelter. We have like a whole stand set up for you guys. Get it, Tiff. Get it, Tiff. Whoa! Nice. I think 10 out of 10. That was a solid flip, Tiff. What do you have to say to your fans out there of the Olympic community?
Not Olympics.
What do you have to say for the amateur professional freestyle diving tournament of 2022?
AP can't do better.
AP can't do better. Y'all are about to see me challenge and whoop my girlfriend at this competition. Y'all don't even know. 14 views, 6 likes. Thank you guys for hanging out and liking the video. We are doing the Micronational Pool Hangout today, and we're trying to get those watch time hours up. So thank you guys. Just could you show off my awesome skills and me absolutely laughing you at this competition? She doesn't know what hit her. Can y'all see me?
I mean, they can see. I don't know if you jump high enough. If it'll
I don't know. Could you be my camera person
Boop.
for one memento? All right.
I can't tell what it sees. It's so hard to see.
Tiffany.
Wait 1 second.
Okay.
Okay, so that's me. Follow my hand. That should be you.
Yep.
It's hard to see the screen though.
Yeah, it's all good. If people can see, it's fine. Y'all ready? This is the whoop Tiffany. That was all back. That was awful. Oh, it was all back. Oh no.
Yeah. So what about whooping Tiffany?
Still whooped her. 10 out of 10 for the pain score of the week. I'm alive. Sorry. We did it. 8 viewers, 6 likes. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. Ooh, hold up. Somebody up top. We built a monument. Go down a little bit.
I don't know when you're talking about.
Mighty Republic of Besorbia says we built monuments like the Independence Tower. That's cool. Congrats. Gorth says micronations are cool. Agreed. Thank you, Gorth. Maki said good evening. Good evening, Maki. Onyx says I say 69 out of 10. Got him, Onyx. Onyx is obsessed with 69 for some reason. Fake name says plus 100. Thank you. Arcovia said how deep is the pool? Good to see you, King Carmenate.
8 feet.
8 feet? Deep enough for the diving board to exist. Fake name says belly flop. Onyx said tiff sus. Arcovia said he's gonna sink. I didn't sink, but I did smack my back really hard. Raz says we can see. Onyx says no. Ouch. Said Peter S. I appreciate you guys hanging out. We tried. I do feel like Tiff got me on that one, but I'm coming back in the next round. What's the next competition, Tiff? Summer Olympics. What you got?
I mean, I can do a backflip, but I haven't done it in a bit just because.
Raz said
really
no
close.
splash, shaking my head. Gore said ow. Fake name said plus 50.
Captain going with the ship and the spider.
Arcovia said captain go with the ship and the spider. Fake name said belly flop. Gore said that definitely hurt. It did actually hurt. It was a back flop. It wasn't a belly flop, but it still hurt like one. It was a problem. Oh goodness. What have you guys been up to? Again, we're trying to talk about Microcon. We're trying to talk about the future of Eternia, about your micronations and the future of micronations in general. And we're hanging out. We're enjoying the day. I figured this would be a good way to kill 2 birds with 1 stone, get to spend some time with you guys because I haven't been able to in a good few days, and also just to catch up, see what everybody's up to while we're having fun. Duke of Transvaal, random Duke of Transvaal. He's not just the high Duke. He's not the special Duke. He's the random Duke. He said it went away.
This is how's the 2 or 3 anchors of land bought. I have not been updating myself on that stuff.
Oh, thank you, Transvaal. So that's a great question. Vitae is doing well, but in kind of a stagnant period at the moment. So the last update, which again we haven't been able to put out all the footage we have on Vitae. We still have like a backlog of footage to do, while Tiffany swims away to pursue her next challenge. Vitae is going well. We, as of most recently, again, even though we're far behind in the footage, have actually been able to put a driveway in Eternia. The only thing we're missing is the culvert right now. So in order to actually attach it to the road, we have to have a culvert put in, and we have to get approval from the local administration there, the local, traffic department there, highway engineering department. And so we have gotten everything set up to get approval from them. The only thing we need to do is to actually schedule a time to go and get approval from them, and then finally to purchase the culvert and get that put in. We don't have a ton of money right now, so we're trying to do everything we can in like slow pacing. Ooh, Tiffany's got these diving things that we're about to do competitions with. But the big point that we're at right now is trying to save up a little bit of money to purchase that culvert. Then we're going to be having that driveway fully put in, so that way we can park 2 or 3 cars out on the land there at Vitae instead of just one. Big spider, you good?
Oh, it's like double the size of the other one.
Oh goodness, we keep finding large spiders. That's a problem. Yep, I jumped on that raft. Let's see.
Look at him. Ready? He's in the back. He's in the back.
I jumped on the home of
Ready?
spiders. That's a problem.
He's
Okay,
behind
where's
the
this
pillow.
boy? Oh, I see him. Yep, he is.
Look at him!
He is a beast. He's actually huge.
Oh my goodness.
Why is
He's
there such
huge.
huge spiders on here? Who let them?
He's like as big as my hand.
Who let them exist? Arcovia, was this your work? Who did this? Transavia, did you do this? Onyx, was it you? Who's pulling these shenanigans?
He's so big.
I jumped on this boy earlier. He's mad about it now. He needs revenge. Oh goodness, that's very concerning.
Yeah, I know, he's scary.
Yep, he's climbing. He's doing stuff. Yep, not a good look. Not a good look at all. Yeah, so that's been your quick Vitae update. Now turn to horror movie. Large spider. Okay, well, I guess we gotta release him to the wild on this whole raft. Are you ready, Tiff? Okay, he's coming. Yep, he's trying. We're just gonna lift the whole raft out of the water. Okay.
Oh no, if he goes in the water, he's gonna go running. Oh, don't go running.
He's right there. He's good. He's still good. He's doing good. Tiff, if you could help pull it on this side. Yeah, yep. We're trying to get him out of the water. Yep, okay. Okay, look out. He's going. Don't get back in the water. That'd be dumb. Why'd you... Oh, Tiff. Tiff, my man did a free dive.
Supposed to know he was gonna jump back.
Oh, no. Let me get the pool skimmer. I think his, like, leg is broken or something.
Okay, you go and sit there. I'll go get it.
Okay, we're filming him.
He's humongous.
He is very large. This boy is in charge. Oh my goodness. Yep. He's not happy. Why'd you do it, bro? Oh, this is awful. Oh my goodness. This man is scootling away.
Get a new skimmer.
He's getting blown away by the winds. By the pool jets. Okay, she's getting him. She's getting him. Yeah! Success. Achieved.
Is he on it?
Yes. Yeet him, Tiff.
Where'd he go?
Over the fence.
I know, but I want him away from the house.
That's fair. Yeet him, Tiff. Yeah!
Out of here.
Nice. Tiff saved the day. Oh, goodness.
That dude was scary. When I saw him, I was like, man, I thought the other one was big. But that dude was a monster.
That was very concerning. Absolutely. First off, I think, accidentally zooming in. Sorry about that, everybody. Let me...
Check it for any more.
Okay, let me zoom this back out.
Oh, there's a little baby.
Oh, am I
Look at the
super zoomed in?
baby.
I am super zoomed in. This is a problem. Okay, there we go.
Look at the
What?
baby.
Where's the baby?
He's right there.
Oh, I see him. Okay.
He's a little itty bitty baby.
Look him on. Alright, I think we're good. Okay. So we did that. I appreciate you guys hanging out with us. Yeah, so update on Vitae. That's been the big thing. We're trying to get our driveway officially finished by putting in the culvert there. We have the actual gravel laid out now. It's just about getting the culvert done. Once we put the culvert in, we'll have the driveway official and ease of access permitted to Vitae. So that way we can have, 2 or 3 cars park out on the land at a time, which will mean that we can get more of a building crew together to start regularly putting in, first off, the things that we'll need from the city, like electricity, and to try to get a well installed from a private company, which are all going to be expensive. But then as well, no pun intended, we will also be trying our best to set up for building the actual dwellings there on Vitae and building a house for my father. So those are all things that start to get into high price tags. So right now we're at the point where we pretty much can't do anything else without spending a good bit of money and starting to invest in it in a larger scale. Hopefully that will be coming sooner rather than later, but we're still hard at work at it. It's taken us some time to get the funding together to continue to push forward in a quicker way. On top of that, one of the things that we're trying to do to promote Eternia, as well as to keep developing some stuff, we've been planning all of this summer to try and go to Microcon, and now we're getting very close to Microcon, so we're trying to pull the trigger on that and finish up the last few things we need to get. Again, we're going to buy, I think, our ticket for it officially, at least one of the tickets, probably tonight or tomorrow, and then we're going to be going forward with purchasing the next ticket probably a little closer to time, probably the week of, or maybe a little bit before that.
I got a bit in between my toes.
Uh-oh, by spider? By what?
No, not a spider.
By evil demons? What you get bit by?
I thought it would be a spider.
That's weird. That's a weird toe bite.
If it was one of those spiders, though, I'll know it within 2 minutes. Because within 2 minutes of being bit, the skin will start rotting off.
Oh goodness. Let's hope not. That'd be spooky.
I'm pretty sure it's just like an ant bite.
Yeah.
Plus, I feel like that bigger spider, he would have left a bigger bite.
Agreed. But yeah, that's what we've been up to. We're actually going to start in the next few videos that we do for Eternia, and for the live streams that you guys hang out with over the next, basically the rest of this week, starting into next week, over the weekend and stuff. We're going to be talking about and prepping stuff for Microcon. So if you guys are interested in learning more about our plans for Microcon, as well as what we hope to do with others through Microcon, please let us know. Please hang out with us, and please share your ideas. We're always open to ideas. Again, we're still developing stuff, and we even have ways to sponsor our trip to Microcon if you guys just wanted to do that. Through our Ko-Fi page, we have a commissions section. So Ko-Fi, ko-fi.com/Aeternia, Aeternia. We have our donations page, which you can always just donate to for fun if you want, but you can also become an official sponsor that will put your nation's name and flag and stuff on our display table if you wanted to be a sponsor of us at Microcon. All that being the case, I appreciate you guys, and we're actively trying to plan stuff for doing bigger and better things with Eternia, with Microcon, and with other micronations around the world. So we're trying to get bigger and better. We're trying to do more stuff, and I'm trying to learn from you guys. The last few days, even though I haven't been actively online, I have been planning some things and prepping and learning a little bit more about the wet. Look! She snuck me. Y'all saw it happen. She snuck me, and she's dastardly for that. You're cute, bro. Y'all see what happens when I let my guard down? But I bet you can't get this green one. Bet you can't. Straight up punk. What? Oh, maybe. What's up? What about this blue one and this red one? I said the wrong colors and threw the wrong ones. Goodness. But yeah, I appreciate you guys hanging out and liking the video. It means a lot. Again, we got 15 viewers in right now, which means that if we stayed on for 2 hours, we'd have 30 hours of watch time with 15 viewers on, which would mean that we could hit monetization like that. We could hit 3,800 watch time hours today if we were really good at it. If we stayed for 3 or 4 hours with people just bumping and hanging out in here, we would have so many watch time hours. We'd be getting really close to monetization. So I appreciate you guys hanging out. I appreciate you guys supporting the channel and also just supporting micronationalism. I'm going to go through some of the comments so I can make sure I see what you guys are up to and learn a little bit more about your nations while I go and jump in the pool with Tiffany. Fake name says, so micronational stuff, we have a nobility system now. Tell me about that. Arcovia said, she cover you, sir? She played me, King Carbonate. Bisorbia says, opinion on communist micronations? I don't have a negative view of communist micronations. I know there are some micronations. Oh goodness, our thing is getting blown over by the wind. I gotta fix it. Our setup, our shade for you guys, your tent, your nice, Ibiza tent is getting messed up out here. So we're trying to fix it. Ooh, goodness. She's splashing.
You scared I was gonna splash the phone.
I was. She was splashing at y'all. I was trying to protect the nobility out here. She playing pranks. She the prankster of the stream out here.
I could have run the blue one. I don't know.
It's hidden. It looks like the color of the
pool. It over there by the back corner, but I think it may have
risky.
Or is it in the middle of it?
We gotta look for it. In just a second, we'll be hunting the blue one. But, ooh, 17 viewers, 9 likes. Thank you guys for hanging out. And 19 viewers. Ooh, if you guys could like the video, y'all would be absolutely killing it. 20 viewers. Y'all are blowing it up in a way we've never done before on the channel. That's legitimately wild. I appreciate you guys. But at the same time, that's what I wanted to bring up. We are consistently trying to do stuff with other micronations and trying to do stuff with the community. So I appreciate you guys. Communist micronations, I have a positive opinion of communist micronations. I'll say that's a blanket statement, but the reason that I say it is because there are some communist micronations who are very cringy. Just like there are cringy micronations in every single facet of micronationalism, but at the same time, micronations, as a general rule, who exist for a long time and who are really passionate about what they do, tend to be cool. They tend to stick with it. They tend to be upstanding people. And communist micronations that are around for a long time are especially true for that. Tiffany just like jumped in the pool behind me. I thought she fell. I was a little bit concerned. She's going to get all those diving toys at the bottom. Um, we were worried about you. We thought you fell in. I was like, oh no. Ooh, she got all of them. She even found the blue one. Nice. The bottom of the pool is colored blue, so it's like a hard thing to find. Um, but I personally have a positive opinion of communist micronations because communist micronations get bullied by the community often. And so it's the thing where if you have a communist micronation and you stick it out for a long time and you continue to be a communist micronation, you're probably a pretty cool group of people because it means not only do you put up with all the like BS that micronationals put up with in general just to like live for a year or 2 years or whatever to make it to a certain point and to grow, but if you're growing as a communist micronation in an era where like people don't even in the micronational community where it's hard enough to find citizens and people interested who even they don't like communist micronations. If a communist micronation sticks it out and like keeps doing it and finds success in the community, they're like cool. They're probably some very very cool people. So utmost respect for communist micronations who are really putting in the work. But I don't have special love for communist micronations. It's just I see them getting like bullied out here, and it's a problem. So much love to all micronations, ones that are doing it right, ones that are trying to put the work in and make something positive for their communities. And I think communist micronations who really stick with it and who end up being positive influences for the community are especially true for that.
Beetle. Beetle, 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 beetle. Beetle!
She's beetle attacking me. Oh goodness. Is it dead? Yeah, it's dead. Ugh. But yeah.
What were you scared of?
I was scared of its evil poison getting dripped on me. But yeah, so that's one of the things that's a big deal for me. Again, the communist micronation stuff that doesn't even have to do with like communism itself. That's just based on the fact that like they are a subgroup of micronations that gets bullied like kind of for no reason. Again, there are some cringy communist micronations, but there are cringy micronations in every facet of the community. So again, that's just my interpretation. That's from what I have seen in this community, and I can respect a lot of communist micronations for sticking it out despite the negative rep that they get. Okay, let's. Ooh, I didn't. Oh, just then? Did they just fall?
Yeah, they fell over a second ago before I jumped in the pool.
Oh no, I didn't see it. Dang. That sucks. They're really big. Ooh, 21 viewers, 12 likes.
You're gonna make people think I'm talking about actual elephant.
Yeah, Tiffany has some elephants that are just wandering around, and she attacked them, and they fell down. She's bringing the elephant population closer to extinction in Alabama. No,
Are any here except for at the zoo?
She has some elephant ear plants that got like knocked down.
Well, they haven't been planted yet. They're in a pot.
Ah, makes sense.
And so they tipped over.
Tip, you got anything to say to the 20 people who are actively watching this stream right now? Absolutely killing the game for our watch time hours. Thank you guys.
Yeah, the AP can't dive.
AP can't dive. Y'all are missing out. Look at this. What do you call that except back pain?
Back flop. That's what that is.
Back flop. Backdrop. You know what this makes us now, Tiff? This officially makes us hot tub streamers.
Wow!
The lowest denominator of streamer. Ooh, are you okay? Hey. Tiff, you got a cut on your face. Like right by your ear. You're like bleeding.
You're scaring me. I was like, what?
Sorry, no, I just noticed it. It was like red. I was like, oh goodness. It's good to see you. Raz says Eternia has torpedoes confirmed. if we were like a cringy micronation, we'd be like, yeah, we have a military now with our little military torpedoes. Fake name says the highest nobles are the imperial family. Then there are the Duke in English. They lead military dioceses. That's crazy. I'm curious to learn more. Transval says, what is the meaning of the Eternian flag? Ooh, we have videos on that actually. If you look up the video Our Micronation 101 on our channel, you will learn exactly what the meaning of our flag is. But as a very brief intro, it is based off of the story of Odysseus and the trials that Odysseus went through to get home and to reclaim his throne. There's a military helicopter flying over us. Oh goodness. Oh goodness. Oh god, I'm pointing it straight at the... They're coming for us. Oh goodness. Sorry for pointing it straight at the sun for a second. I was trying to show the military helicopter.
I was like, that's a thing.
No, it's like a low-flying military helicopter.
I know.
Wild.
I was waiting for it though. I was like, it's coming from over there.
Yep. The meaning of the Eternian flag, in short, deals with Odysseus. Deals with
arrows.
Yes.
Through the axe heads.
Yes. Arrows through the eye of 10 axe heads, I think. The symbol itself is called the Arrow of Progress for us, and it is something that guides us and inspires us into the future of Eternian development. It helps us to keep on the straight and narrow, to keep toward our goals, and to know that we can achieve the impossible through that. Matthew Hubbard says, hi guys. Hey Matt, how are you? It's good to see you. Haven't seen you in a minute. Fake name says, please no show. Too late. Cotter Manislin says, I wasted 30 minutes of my life. Doing what, Cotter? Onyx says, oh god, stupor. Ah, not me. I did not do spooper. Oh, spider? I believe in you, Onyx. I trust you this time. Tausania says, hey Tausania, it's always good to see you. Also, 14 likes, 18 viewers. Y'all are killing the game. Almost at complete ratio, 18 to 18. I'm lucky to have you guys here. It means a lot. Y'all are hanging out on a special day for us. What's up?
Go get it.
As we're trying to prep for Microcon, and I hope that we get this kind of attendance on our stream during Microcon. We're probably going to stream during Microcon.
Alright, so now that he's gone, we can like talk crap. Everyone just put in the comments that Tiffany was talking so much crap about AP while he went under the water.
I can't find the blue one, damn.
Oh no.
You didn't throw it. She cheated. Where is it?
I don't have it.
Where is it? She cheated. I know it. Where is it?
It's right there.
Oh, okay. I'm going after it. Wait, what? Oop. Sorry, everybody. I'm not trying to.
It's
not
right
trying
there.
to slip.
But you can see it.
Goodness, we made it.
Yeah,
survived.
we had a fun talk while you were under the water.
Oh yeah, were y'all spilling secrets? Were y'all spilling tea out here on the stream about me? Can't believe this betrayal. Ugh. All right. Raz says, hey, Cotter Manislin, got a YouTube channel. Hey, very cool. Gore said, to Tausania. Transval says, I, with my strong Afrikaner heritage, grabbed a spider from my grandma's basement, throwing it all the way from Johannesburg to somewhere in America. You yeeted it. You yeeted it across continents. Oh goodness. That spider went across the Atlantic where no spider has gone before. You straight up went to like a moonshot for this spider. That's impressive. And you saved your grandma. That's wonderful. You're a hero and a pioneer all in one yeet. Gore says, yo.
And that spider is the fastest traveling spider in the world.
Agreed. That spider has broken spider records, all because you were mad at it. You made that spider a hero to all spiders accidentally. He's a martyr now. Raz says, I don't like spiders near me, but I don't mind them otherwise. Agreed, they eat bugs and stuff. That's why we were trying to save that other one. Well, both of them. We just don't want them near us.
Well, they're not attacking. They weren't being mean to us. We just didn't want them in the pool.
Well, I almost attacked them. I jumped on them earlier and didn't realize there were huge spiders in that thing.
And the smaller one came running right at me. He
Yep,
said, I'm getting away. And the other one must have just been trapped in the fold.
He's a swim. Although I did call it. I was like, there's some spiders in here. I know it. Every time we've come out, there have been huge spiders in there. Everybody said rip spooper. It's good. He's all right.
Because they know that water attracts bugs and other things. So they're like, the water is the best place to find my food.
That's true. They're ready for it. But it poisons them. It's a problem. Also, 21 viewers, 16 likes. Thank you guys for helping keep the stream up. Tausania said there is an ant outbreak in Tausania. Oh goodness. Be careful. Get some spray or something. Don't leave food out. You got to do some lockdown to prevent the growth of these ants. Ants create whole colonies. They'll come after you. Manu says, sorry, I think I'll go for now. Good luck with the spiders. Thank you very much, Manu. It was good to see you. Gore says, damn, you know why, Tausania? Manu said, bad connection and low battery. Maybe I'll be back later. Good to see you, Manu. We miss you already. Arcovia said, heck no. Yeah, it's a problem. Fake name said, note to self, Eternia is mini Australia. You would think with all these spiders, right? We're going to have a snake come out of the water, start attacking people. It'll be like Eternia's Loch Ness Monster. It'll be a problem.
I mean, we have a good number of snakes.
Yeah.
They're not like too terrible. Like, there's pretty common like rat snakes. There's some king snakes around.
Alabama, Eternia, Australia, all A names. You know, there's some conspiracy going on there. I don't know what it is, but...
Arachnophobia.
Arachnophobia, all A's. There's a coincidence. Tausania says, I don't know how many two-floored houses have eggs under the stairs, we believe. What? Oh, ant eggs? Goodness. Arcovia says, not me, we hate spiders in our nation. Oh, goodness. Republic of Owa YouTube says, this doesn't feel right. These spiders, they don't. Arcovia says, new challenge, grab it with your hands. The spider? You're tripping. King Carbonate. No way. No way in heck.
Well, it's not too terrible. They're not, like, known to be aggressive. Unless, like, you were doing something to them. So I don't think he would bite you if you like, picked him up.
I just don't want to
But if you just, like, got scared and you went, yeet, he may try to clamp onto you, but...
Yep. I'm not risking it.
But those are really ones you want to be messing with too much. Which, if you want to see a bunch of spiders,
yep,
right underneath the house.
Ooh.
There is like, Dad had me climb underneath there one day because we had to go check on some pipes that we thought got busted, and he was like, "You go in first." Ooh. And I was like, literally all I see is just webs on top of webs on top of webs. I'm like, and I see like 5 black widows in one spot, and he's like, just go, just ignore them. And I was like,
just ignore them? What do you mean? It's like that scene from Harry Potter, where they're in the forest.
Where they go talk to Haggard's big spider friend.
Yeah, as they keep getting further in the forest, there's just more and more webs.
Yeah, that thing is covered. Like, we went all the way to the back of it, and I was just like, I'm surrounded.
Yep.
And I was like, I'm so ready to get out of here. And he's like, we gotta go check this thing. And I was like, and he's like, you're the only one he's not gonna like wimp out on me. And I was like, but you're also making me go first.
Yep, he should have crawled it. Maybe because he can't see all the spiders.
I was just like, I mean, none of them like got on us. I was really surprised because my whole time I was like, if the spider drops on me right now, I'm about to flip.
Yep.
I'm like, and then it's gonna make it worse because I'm gonna have a crap ton more spiders on me. Because they're just everywhere.
Ooh, I'd be sketched.
Well, we try to, like, put up those, like, screen window things.
Yeah.
Just, like, mesh over, like, the holes.
Yep.
So that way you can still breathe under there, but that way we don't, like, to try to keep out the insects. But they still find a way in there.
We started a swimming stream, but it's now, like, there's rain about to come. There's thunder. Yeah, so we might be in a
Thunder.
concern stream in about a minute. We might be in a climb out of this pool in a minute stream. Raz says for Vitae in the buildings, you should make the houses like those bushcraft survival people on YouTube. Have you seen some of our videos doing it? If you check out, especially the live stream that we did when we were at Vitae, the couple live streams that we did, you should check those out because those are actually more up to date than the videos that we've been putting out, the edited videos. We have been doing it pretty much like that. You should definitely check them out. I got bullied. Tiffany shooting torpedoes. Somebody get her. That's treason. There's a problem. Arcoius at LOL. Gore says spiders are the most popular arachnid species in most states of Gorth. Oh, very. Have you polled that? Oa said, "Am becoming monkey." Fake name says AP has the Imperial Patriarch. Good. I'm doing good, I guess. Gore says, "Yes, Oa's alive." And Oa said, "Yep, it's good to see you, Oa." Besorbia asked the question again. Besorbia, I feel like I answered it, but let me know. Arcovia says, at this point, I would do a detailed inspection for more spiders. Agreed. We gotta hit the perimeter, Tiff. No spider left unturned. Cutter Manislin says, we were socialists, so we're okay with them. Makes sense, but not all of them. Agreed. I think that's with any micronation. Big Name says, Beserbia, don't. Huntia said, sup. What's up, Huntia? Good to see you. Gore said, yo, Huntia. Oa said, hello. Fake Name says, sorry, I typo. Big Name says, but still don't start a flame war. Agreed. Gore says, how do I sponsor? You hit up our Ko-Fi page. Ko-Fi.com, ko-fi.com/AETERNIA. And you can go to our commission section, and there should be a like sponsor us at Microcon thing. There's one to get into our speech at Microcon if we're able to do a speech at Microcon. We got confirmation like in February, but we haven't bought our tickets yet, so they may have like given away our spot. We'll have to check. But there's also one just to be on our like stuff and have your name and your nation, your flag and stuff propped up on our presentation table. So there's going to be a whole bunch of stuff. Tausania says, we're planning to make a cleaning system called Being Eco for Good. That's awesome. Oa said ROP. Onyx said AO, Tiff, LOL, and then said sus. Everybody's saying bruh, rip. Gore said Tiff is sus. Got him. I'm so behind. Tiff's pouring water on me right now. Random dude from Transvaal said, thank God he's alive. I appreciate you. Fake Name says, Tiff has set a record for best ambush in Eternia military history for that sneak. Somebody needs to make that a meme. The slow motion drag into the water. Like I got pulled by a demon. Raz says, are those surface to air missiles? Oa says, bro could make profits. We believe in you, Oa. I have no agriculture sector. Should I start one? We believe in you. Muhammad joined. Muhammad, salam alaikum. It's good to see you. Tassanius' question is, will AP catch up with the comments today? It's always going to be laggy. You know it. You already should be prepared. Gore says, we have some agriculture in some states. We're growing cherries in the capital and other things. We're going to go 10 times speed to catch up. Everybody said Muhammad. Robert said, how's it going? Oa says, I need to grow these chilies. We believe in you. Raz says, oh my gosh. Frog says, yo, what's up? Hey, Frog, I haven't seen you in a minute. What's been good, Frog? I'm glad you're here. We haven't seen Frog soft in a minute. It's good to see you. Muhammad said, I almost died. Oh my goodness. Muhammad, what happened? Talk to us. I know last time you got shot. That was I feel like you almost died moment. What could be worse? I'm sorry to hear. We're trying to get that video. Again, everybody, for anybody who can help us by like clipping moments of Muhammad being in the chat, it would mean a lot. Thank you guys. Muhammad said there's hope. That's great, Muhammad. Thank you. Everybody's asking what happened to him. Tausania says, it's amazing that you were alive, Muhammad. We welcome you back. Of course. Gore says, bro, Tawil, you look like one of my states. Communist state of Bir Tawil said, hope we're not one of those. Oh, goodness. Muhammad says, I might get out of Afghanistan. Oh, wow. Congratulations, Muhammad. Tell us about that. I wish you luck, and I wish you safety. OS says, I said a word. Kevin says, have you ever looked into resource-based economy, whether promote the Zeitgeist movement or the Venus Project? I haven't. Hit us up, Kevin. What you talking about? Says, really? Fake Name says, that's good. Hunter said, yes, Muhammad. Muhammad said, yes. Everybody said, how so, Gorth? Everybody's hitting it up. Transvaal said, hopefully I get out of South Africa. We believe in you, Transvaal. Gorsh says, one of my state's flag. Monkey said, the high amount of people on the stream is mostly because of the name of the stream. That makes sense. But we appreciate you guys being here. And it's accurate. We're doing the pool party.
And we can always join in the tiki hut.
That's
later.
true. We could do a tiki party, and it'd be a whole different stream. It'd probably be the same stream. But still, we're hearing a lot of thunder. Real quick, hit me up with one move that you want me to do, and I'm going to do it just in case we have to get out. You guys need that final bit of supreme content. Ooh.
I don't know. You said.
Throw them to me and I'm going to dive in and get them. I got you, Tiff. This is the final countdown. Let's get it. Let's get it, Tiff. Yeah! I'm alive. I have risen from the depths.
No. That's more treason. You threw 3 at me.
Yep, I did. Super. What you gonna do? Oh goodness, climbing back from the depths once again. Trying to resuscitate myself. Tiff's shoving the torpedoes in the holes in the jet hole. She's shoving torpedoes in the jet hole, you guys. What's a problem? Are you okay? I got attacked again. Beer to Will said, you have a very nice looking flag. Very cool. Robert said, hey, P, I remember when your previous stream, you said communism and fascism aren't equivalent opinions. I love you aren't a horseshoe theorist. Agreed. I appreciate it. There are a lot of people that are. It is a problem. Gore says, just different colors instead of communism symbol. Very cool. Muhammad said, there's this guy who goes from Panjir to Cherzik border. I will illegally cross it and I will get out. Muhammad, I believe in you. Please keep us updated. Let us know how things are going. We're thinking of you, and we're so glad that you have an opportunity potentially to find a way out and to find a way to survive and to continue on the fight from a place of increased safety. Telsania says, we are developing our state flag. Very cool. OS says, Rip Beetle. Yep. Raz says, just hope the nation you refuge in doesn't force you back. Agreed. That's a big concern. Mohammed, again, let us know more about the details. Tikawania says, sup, your micronation is mega based. Hey, thank you very much, Tikawania. That means a lot. I appreciate it. And you guys' likes and just support of the stream helps out a ton. You guys spending time in here is like a big, big deal. You have no idea. Mohammed says, they won't. I will pay the same guy to make me a fake passport and fake ID. Very nice. Onyx says, 21. Funny number. Yeah, and we...
This doesn't look like it belongs.
Oh, that's fair.
It sticks out.
Schlick.
Dude, that weird.
Telsania says, I realized how ours and Gor's flags nearly have the same design. Agreed, they're very similar, just different colors. Transfall says, Afghanistan is a horrible situation with the Taliban. So my heart goes out to all the victims of the Taliban. Absolutely, and that's what we're talking about with Muhammad, dealing with that situation and now his hope to get out. Fake Meme says, I wish you luck and hope your life sees amazing improvement. Agreed. Muhammad said, I'll pay everything. We're glad to hear, Muhammad. That's wonderful. Again, every day that we've been following your story and trying to learn more about you, I think we've all been hoping for some way that you can find increased relief and find some safety. I'm really glad to hear that you have a potential way out. Cyrus says, message retracted. Cyrus, it was good to see you. Let us know what's up. Frog says, if you kill enough elephants, a boat murdered type of situation could happen. Boat murdered? What do you mean? Telsani said, kinda, lol. Raz says, that's awesome, Muhammad. Agreed. Gore says, it's just tricolors. A lot of nations have it, Telsania. Yeah, absolutely. Tikawania says, Beer to Will is Tikawania's Holy Land. Oh, interesting. How does that work? Beer to Will said, damn. Mom said, but it's going to cost up to heaven and back. I imagine so. Smuggling someone out of Afghanistan sounds like it would be incredibly difficult and definitely risking the smuggler's life as well as the people's life that are there. Gore says, Cyrus, get out of our stream. Muhammad says $5,000. Oh goodness, USD?
US?
I imagine so. That's horrible. Tikawania says, sick drop, dude. Raz says, isn't it worth it? Muhammad said, all my father's life savings. Oh my goodness. Please be careful, Muhammad. And definitely know that, you're not putting yourself in a more dangerous situation for those people just taking your money. That could be very dangerous for you. Huntia says, yes. Robert says, if I was in that pool, I could contain myself. How do you mean you could contain? Like you could hide? Like you could like protect yourself from the lightning? Tasania says, guys, should we change our flag? That's up to you. Um, okay, Huntia says, the Empire of Tasania, yes, change it. Gore said, America invading Eternia. Yeah, it was a big deal. Random dude from Transvaal says, living in South Africa is a pain, but thank God we're not a horrendous situation, just a bad one with the power shortages and the farm attacks. Agreed. And water shortages and stuff. Big issues in South Africa. Raspberry says, you're in South Africa? Cool, absolutely. We have people who hang out with us in micronations that we learn a lot from all around the world. Thingname says, I once saw a B-2 flyover. I nearly live near Whiteman Air Force Base, so I see them every now and again. That's wild. Huntia says, don't like the flag, Tausani? Oh, I'm sorry. Hopefully they'll get to change it, and you may like their improvement if that's what they want to do. Beerta Will says, they have come to scope out your territory. Yeah, it's the whole thing. Shopulin says, in the land my father purchased in Oxa will be finished next year. It will be official to move in, but no capital yet. Still, that's wonderful. It's glad to hear that you all are making progress. Onyx said we need 69 viewers. Well, we have 9 now, so if you get that 60, we'll be in business. Tasania says, what do you think is good, Huntia? Random dude says, yes, Gorth. Mohammed said, oh yeah, also 30 children beaten to death. Oh my goodness. 30. Since the last time we talked, or total? Because I think the last time we had talked, maybe tallying up if I remember it, you had said like 3 one time. It had to have been at least in the double digits by that point, but I don't know that it was 30. 30 new? Like, I don't fully understand. Matt says, second Matt, hey Matt, it's good to see you. I sent you a message on Discord about a potential business opportunity for Lou hosting. Please hit me up. Matt, super big deal for Lou hosting. It would mean a lot if you can like hang out and message us on Discord. Again, we have somebody from another micronation who's like wanting to do business with you. Please hit me up. Gore says, oh God. Onyx says, Muhammad, oh my goodness. Onyx, this is legitimately a concerning situation. Muhammad said most were beaten, some were hanged. Oh goodness. Oh, that sounds close. That sounds very close.
Is that one right there?
Yeah. We should probably dippity doop out of the pool. How you feeling, Seth?
Sure.
Okay. One more big plunge and then we're out. You want to do a jump in together? We're still going to be hanging out in the stream, but we'll have to dippity flip out of the pool.
How'd you get scratches?
From your attack. From your brutal knife attack. Yep, you see that?
Oh, those aren't scratches. They're just injuries.
Yep. You ready? Oh, we're going over here? Okay. Okay. You gotta jump under. You can't. I'll stand on the side.
Ready?
Ready.
Set.
Go.
Go. Lightning!
Oh, goodness. We should probably get out. Alright, we just saw lightning. We're dipping.
Just saw lightning. Just as we jumped in. Did you see it?
Yep, I did. That's why we are exited. Let us escape the pools.
That's why I yelled at it.
Yep, lightning.
Lightning!
Yep, we saw a flash literally as we were falling into the water. That was not good. But we are about to dry off and start hanging out with you guys in a different area. Having to drag our whole setup now. Like a lightning rod. I should probably put it down, actually. Okay, now it's undercover. We're getting stuff set up. Trying to move everything back to a relatively safe location. It's good to see you guys, though. Thank y'all for hanging out with us. Continuing to hang out with us, even though our pool party has gotten lightning invaded. The sky can't stop us yet. We're still hanging out. We're still enjoying it. We got Tiff safe and sound. We're doing good. Muhammad said most were beaten, some were hanged. I'm sorry to hear that, Muhammad. Huntia said, Muhammad, he is a cringe kid from some... Oh, goodness. Connor says Tiffany was talking about you. Matt says Tiffany was talking a lot of crap about AP for real. It's all good, Matt. It's all in good fun, and I still beat her at those flips. I don't care what anybody says. I won those flips. Gore said the Taliban are terrible people, and I am sorry to hear about the children. Absolutely. Muhammad said, "What are you saying, Huntia?" I'm also confused about Huntia. Tikawania says, if only he could answer my question. Which question, Tikawania? Washingtonia says, I'm back from Bremerton. Hey, it's good to see you, Washingtonia. Thank you for hanging out with us. Random Dude said, I pray for the kids who died in the beatings and hangings. Agreed. That's absolutely horrific. Muhammad, how is everything else going at the time? Again, I know that's a terrible loss, but like, you know, how is your brother doing? How's your friend doing? I'm just trying to keep up with everybody. Fake name says BRB. I need to go defend the Roman Empire's rep. What? Random Dude says you're a brave man, Muhammad. Agreed. Washingtonia says I love taking the ferry. Arcovia said upgrading your nation's military. We see. Yeah, Arcovia, of course. You know it every day. Raz says that is terrible. Fake says I'm back. It's good to see you, Fake. Huntia said the person who said the Taliban is good is a cringe kid from the U.S. or something. Agreed. Onyx says my server has a verification system. Very nice. Mohammed said, oh, okay. Frog says, have y'all ever heard of the language Nahuatl? I don't think so. Robert says they're probably being ironic. I don't know. Frog says, cool as hell language. Muhammad says, I thought you were saying that I am rich kid. What? Interesting. Beerta Will said, the CSBT has sent an offer of alliance through your alliance form. Hey, thank you very much, Beerta Will. I'm excited to read it. Tausania says, Frog Sasoth, is it a language from an island? Empire of Tikawania says, can we have diplomacy? Just like the communist state of Beerta Will did, you can send us an alliance application specifically if you want to our 2-hour form on our website at wix.com/imperial market. Eternianempire.wixsite.com/imperial market. There should be links in some of our other videos. I'll throw the link in this description once this stream is done. But yes, if you just want to like have general diplomacy and talk and things, of course, we don't have an official like recognized diplomacy thing. We just talk. If you want to set up an alliance, however, that's a more rigorous thing, and that is something formal that we would take an alliance application for, and we would look over it to learn a little bit more about your nation, and then discuss with you how we can move forward and what we might be able to do to develop an alliance. Gore said AP's behind the comments again. Agreed, we were fighting lightning. We were fighting Zeus's bolts. It was a problem. Raz says those evil people will all pay eventually. Agreed. Muhammad said, let him catch up. Thank you, Muhammad. Cotter says, I've heard of it. Fake name says, I was jumping all over the comments today. I am jumping all over the comments. Tausania says, yeah, Gorth, he may catch up. Let's see. We're about to figure it out. Okay. So Frog says, it's the most popular language of the Central Native Americans. Oh, interesting. Robert says, what do you mean? Arcovia says, why do you want for him to go under? To say what you did, Tiff? What'd you do, Tiff? What'd you do? Arcovia sniffed you out. You got revealed. Yeah, what'd you do? We got her, guys. We got her. It's done. It's done. She thought she was sneaky. No way. We got her. Robert says, jumping all over comments, fake name. Tausania says, oh, interesting. Hunty, we're now also in the Tiki party as of this moment. Huntia said, Huntia's projects protect spiders because they stop bugs. Agreed, and that's very important. Mohammed says, I was once bitten by a snake and I almost died in 1997. Oh my goodness, be careful, Mohammed. I imagine that was very concerning, especially because I imagine it would be hard to get anti-venom. Again, I don't know the situation, but it seemed like the nearest hospital to where you were at was like a significant distance away. So if that's the case, and may have been even more difficult in 1997, I certainly hope you weren't struggling without the ability to get antivenom. Let's see. I don't know if it plugged in. I don't know if it got it. Yeah, it didn't. It's not plugged in, is it?
It's plugged in.
Then it's not connected. Maybe hold up. Let me just flip it around the other way. Yeah, I don't know. It's not doing it. Let me set up real quick, you guys. Sorry for the inconvenience. Here we go. Okay. So, we got more information. Thank you for helping set up, too. Random Dude says, I am also a white African South African, so I've seen horrifying spiders, but there's a colony of lizards on my balcony. Oh my goodness. Are they... Oh, it's raining. It started. The downpour has officially started. We're taking shelter. We're trying to protect ourselves. The pool party has been extinguished at the pool, but has now migrated into the hut. So we've shifted positions, but we're doing all right. I hope the lizard colony on your balcony is doing all right. They may become their own micronation and try and take you over, so be careful. Tickawania says, Beer to Will is Tickawania's holy land. Will you allow us to build a temple? Oh, goodness. Frog says, it was the main language of the Mexica, aka the Aztecs. Oh, very cool. Muhammad said, yes. Random says, so they had to eat spooters and buys? What? Huntia said, Muhammad is a badass, not gonna lie. Agree. Focusy says, pool party. Hey, Focusy, it's good to see you. I'm not sure if you've ever been on the channel before, but if not, with the Empire of Eternia, a micronation, we're trying to develop a community and support each other in the micronational community. So if you're interested in learning more about us and our development in North Alabama, please keep updated. And please subscribe and like the video because it helps us. We're trying to get to 4,000 watch time hours and the grand goal of monetization. Raz says, it's amazing you've lived so long. To Muhammad, agreed. Gore says, Muhammad is a massive W. Agreed. Huntia says, yes, the Gorthian Federation. So if you guys are all down for Muhammad, please help us to clip videos and segments of videos that we've done with Muhammad in the comments talking to us, points that you feel are really important for sharing his story from previous live streams that we've done with him, if at all possible, because we want to clip that together and make a well-edited video for him. But it's going to be hard for me to go and sift through everything and do the edits. If I have to, I will, but the more that we can get help from you guys, the quicker we can put that video out. Communist State of Beer to Wilson, of course, but we will consider it a gift towards the CSBT. Very cool. Tassania says, I'll have to be going now. Goodbye, Micronations. Goodbye, Tassania. Eternia forever. It's good to see you. Tickawania says, well, it was nice coming to the stream, but I gotta go. Good to see you, Tickawania. Eternia forever. Thank you for hanging out. A whole bunch of people said bye, Tassania. Muhammad said bye. Raz says, Aragog is the giant spider, I think, the Harry Potter one. Oh, very cool. I didn't know its name, actually. That's interesting. Is that from something? Like, I know it's from Harry Potter, but is it like a Latin name meaning spider or something? Tickawani says, bye, Tassania.
Like, Hagrid, tells the story of how he, sneaks it out.
Agreed.
Because it wasn't supposed to happen.
Yep. Sneaky. Let's see. So, Muhammad says, holy God, hold on. Oh, goodness. This has happened, again, in a number of other streams where Muhammad has been in a very dangerous situation, so we're keeping our thoughts with him. Very concerning. Robert says, oh my AP. Onyx says, I have thunder too. Huntia said, Muhammad, you good? Yes, Muhammad, he's probably going through something pretty concerning right now, so let's all keep our thoughts with him. Robert says, here in Houston too. Fake name says, Imperial Patriarch. Emperor's father. Oh, makes sense. Okay, fake name. Sorry about that. I thought you were asking just how am I doing? If you're asking how my father's doing, he's doing well. Again, right now he's working pretty constantly, trying to make his rent, trying to do everything that he can to help me with finances as well. Yes, that is true. He has a small injury that he's been dealing with. Not anything major, not anything that he's needed to be hospitalized for or anything, but he needs to go see the doctor. In the next few days, I've been trying to get him to press to make a doctor's appointment, but he's been kind of slow on it. So I'm continuing to try and check up on him and make sure that he gets that done. Other than that, again, because I haven't had a job this summer, he has been actually helping to support me a little bit in helping me with my phone bill and stuff like that. But that being the case, I am excited because this coming fall, not only will I have the opportunity to go to grad school, but I'll also have the opportunity to have a job. So I should be able to bring in a small amount of money to help him out and hopefully start to build the house for him that we can develop so that he can get off of having to pay most of his income toward rent. And that should make everything a little bit easier for all of us. Robert says, I thought the patriarch was the Eastern Christian religious leader. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. I was going to say the Western one is the Pope, right? Big Name says patriarch means father. The Eastern Christian leaders are called that for the same reason some Catholic priests are called father. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. Robert says, I know, but that's how I heard him used in political terms. Interesting. I'm learning stuff. Onyx says, D. Raz says, I gotta go. Good to see you, Raz. Robert says, my friend has been building up New Texas. He's been trying his white commune. He's been growing some fruit and fixing up the apartment he's occupying. I'm very concerned, Robert. That sounds really gross. And again, I kind of hate that. Like, it just sounds like a really racist and evil thing. I would not support that person at all, Robert. Raz says, be back soon. Fake Name says, AP, don't be like the emperor who got struck by lightning. We're going to try and avoid it. I'm not going to be like, oh goodness, who was it? Caligula, who made his, like, soldiers stab at the water because he was mad at Poseidon and try and fight the ocean. Fake Name says, AP, Robert says he's created a new state in the boiler room, Yaki. Weird. Again, I'm still very concerned about that. It's gross. Huntia said I have to go bye. See you, Huntia. It was good to have you. Everybody said bye. Muhammad said, Dear Allah. What happened, Muhammad? Talk to us. What's going on? Frog says, Boat Murders is a story from Dwarf Fortress where a fort was destroyed because of elephants attacking. Oh, goodness. They might come back for revenge. That's true. There was a story I watched on TikTok of a lady who they think might have been involved in, like, an elephant's death. And the elephant traveled, like, miles and miles and miles to her funeral to stomp her at her funeral. Yeah, this elephant killed her. And then the elephant traveled like 100-something miles to go and like trample her at her funeral. It was wild. Oh goodness. Muhammad said, okay, more news. 4 children were beheaded. Beheaded. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry, Muhammad. Wow. I want to take a moment, I guess, for the loss of life and for the families that are affected. Please know that our thoughts are with them. Again, every time we hear this, it feels weird because it feels desensitized. Like we talk about it and then we jump to another comment, but it really is important to recognize that those are people, that those are families who are losing children. These aren't, combatants. These aren't fighters. These aren't soldiers. These aren't, terrorists. These are children. These are people who are just trying to live in their town and grow up, and they have dreams and hopes, and they want to just live and enjoy life. And somebody took that from them at a young age when they had nothing to do with it at all. And I'm so sorry about that. The most innocent, most pure life extinguished because somebody just wanted to hurt the families of those that were involved. That's horrendous, and I'm so sorry to hear that. Just to try and, destroy people's spirit. Shafi Linus' message retracted. Muhammad said, for Allah's sake, how can you behead a 5-year-old child? 30 children beaten from 2 days ago to today. Jeez. 30 children from 2 days ago to today, Muhammad. It sounds like things are getting a lot worse. I'm sorry to hear. Has Panjshir province been taken over? How are things going? Like, how are there so many beheadings happening, and what's making this get worse? Are the Taliban getting more powerful, or resistance not working? Please update us. Gore says, Muhammad, I'm so sorry that you and other people are going through hell. My thoughts and prayers go to you guys. Absolutely. Muhammad said, I got used to it, sadly. I imagine so. Still, hopefully, one day you can get out and we can talk more freely and hear more of what's been happening to you. I'm sorry. That's horrible. And I know you want to help your people. I'm sorry there's not more that can be done. It's scary. Basorbius says, do you have a capital? Mine is the Basorbius city, the same name as the Micronation. So our capital right now is Vitae, simply because that is where our land purchase is, that's what we've developed, and now that's on our micro wiki. However, we primarily operate here at unnamed location here in North Alabama, although Vitae is where we're developing our capital to be. Mohammed says now exchange rate for Afghani is 4,225 to 1. My family is doing okay. Abdullah hasn't returned still. Oh my goodness. What happened to Abdullah? I know last time we had talked, you said you were with him. What happened? Mohammed says it was 80 Afghans last year. Yeah, and I remember you were talking about that it was like 3,000 the last time we spoke, like a week ago. Robert says the resistance in Afghanistan is crumbling. Mohammed says, tell me how. Give me info. Yeah, I'd be surprised if Robert had more info than you, Mohammed. Gore says, Afghanistan will never fall. Mohammed says, time for Asr, one of 5 daily prayers of Islam. We'll be back soon. I understand, Mohammed. Thank you for spending time with us. I appreciate you. Robert says, is falling slowly and surely. You don't know that, Robert. Muhammad says, God, not Asir Fajr. I understand, Muhammad. Thank you for spending time with us. Good luck with your prayer. We're excited to hear from you once you've had enough time. Barak says, greetings from Kangar. Good to see you, Kangar. Thank you very much for hanging out with us. Robert says, Kangar. Kingdom of Isbania says, me when the... hey, it's good to see you, Isbania. Thank you for hanging out with us. Again, we're getting some new faces in here. Kungar, I think we've seen in a few streams, but not a ton. Isbania, again, maybe 1 or 2 streams. Thank you guys for hanging out with us and subscribing, spending time with us. Right now, we're at, I think, 1,800, like 30-something subs, like 31, 32 subs. That is incredible to me. When I first started this channel, you know, we jumped up to, I think, maybe 25 subs because we did a live stream with my friend Jet, who had his own YouTube channel, and a few people kind of threw us pity subs, I think. But now to be reaching this huge milestones and to really be pushing toward 2,000 in like a reasonable way is incredible. That's something that I would never have expected, and I am so lucky to be here helping to drive the micronational community forward. So.
Yeah, so we were talking about you and what you have planned for like Microcon.
Ooh, she said she was talking crap. Hold up, she revealed it. Real quick, I wanted to finish my thought from earlier and just say I want you guys to know I appreciate it. I appreciate the subs. I appreciate you guys hanging out and supporting us. And if there's any way you can continue to, please do. Again, just watching these streams for like a minute more. Like, you know, the longest time that you can stretch to watch these streams, or if you can go back and watch them later, if you can, you know, when you're going to sleep or when you're doing something else, doing homework or whatever it is, hanging out in your room, whatever. If you can like play these things in the background, it helps a lot because it boosts our watch time. It gets us closer to that goal of 4,000 watch time hours. Right now, we're super close at 3,730 something, I think. So the more that you guys hang out with us, the more that we can push toward 3,800, and then that's just 200 more. So right now, having 12 viewers in the stream, where earlier we had like 21. This is going to be a big stream for us. We've been streaming for 1 hour and 13 minutes. If we keep it up at this pace, once we get to 2-3 hours on this live stream, we could very easily be hitting 24, 48 hours, something like that on the stream. If we were able to hit 50 hours on this live stream, we should be getting close to 3,800 by next stream. If we do a stream tomorrow, the next day, we can be easily hitting into 3,800 watch time hours, 38 and a half, and moving to 39, and then eventually 4,000. So we're close. We're right on the edge, and over the next couple weeks, I want us to push through that, especially if we can get monetization before we hit Microcon. That would be a huge deal to be able to go to Microcon and say we are one of few micronations who are monetized and who are actually moving forward with consistent economic development through our social media platforms. Kingdom of Gnome says, have some beers at the pool for me. Thank you, Gnome. I appreciate you joining in. It means a lot to see you, and thank you for supporting the stream. As well, we got rained out. We had lightning. We literally like jumped in earlier, and there was like a big lightning strike. It was a problem. Beer to Will says, raining harder than getting recognized by the UN. Agreed. Solid memes, solid takes. Beer to Will, I appreciate you guys. Robert says, oh, Jack sent something from the UN actually, and the letter was hilarious. They called him a threat to global peace. Yeah, yep. If you're like a weird racist, then yeah, you definitely are a threat to global peace. That's a problem. Um, Basorbia says, do you have a capital city? Mine is named Basorbia City, the same as the Micronation. Hey, very cool. Muhammad said, finish praying. Thank you for joining us, Muhammad. Gore says, good to hear. Anyway, yeah, beheaded, killed without regrets. I'm so sorry to hear that, Muhammad. That's horrible. Were you praying for them when you did your afternoon prayer, or it may be your morning prayer there? Um, Random dude from Transvaal says lizards have invaded my parents' personal bar downstairs. At least they haven't gotten to the Smirnoff. Oh goodness, do you think it'd give them superpowers? What would happen? Drunk, angry lizards. What were you guys talking about? Hold on. What was the thing? She said she was making fun of our Microcon ideas. So hit me up. Spill the tea, girl. Spill the tea.
No, I was giving away some of your new stuff that you were thinking about doing.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
What new stuff? You can't divulge too much. The secrets. The secrets. Plus, we don't want these other micronations stealing our ideas for Microcon. We don't want to show up and get our idea punked at Microcon. So y'all better not be stealing our ideas. I'm looking at the wrong camera. I'm looking at you, other micronations.
But yeah.
We gotta come up with these original ideas to blow people away once they get there. They're gonna have no idea. They're not gonna see it coming. Unless you spill the information on our live stream. Oh no!
It's okay, I take the bad ones because I didn't tell them how to fix the issues.
Oh goodness. Okay, cool.
Good.
Bet.
I just complained about them.
Oh, fair enough. Robert said, Mighty Basorbia says, Robert, what's wrong with him? Oh goodness. Multiple things. Robert says he also called New Texas a simulation of where to happen. Oh goodness, gross. Agreed. Fake name says, Robert, why are you friends with him? Agreed. Robert says, yeah, I really don't know. He's jumping off the deep end. It seems like it. It seems like your friend needs help. Robert says, I'm really dissociating with him, but he keeps talking to me. Yeah, I would like, if you know his parents or whatever, I'd talk to them. Like, it sounds like he's jumping off the deep end really hard. Muhammad says, I have to meet with a guy who's going to get us to freedom. See you maybe. Muhammad, thank you so much for spending time with us today. Please be careful. Please let us know how things are going, and please keep us updated. Our thoughts are with you, and we're continuing to work toward making videos to explain your situation and to show off the story that you've so graciously told us. Once again, guys, if you can, go back later, and that would be a huge help to us as well. Clip moments of old streams of Muhammad being in there, the most important parts of his story that you feel, the most impactful parts, and we're going to put together a video. We're going to share it on TikTok. I'm going to share it on this YouTube channel. We're going to put together a nice video for Muhammad. The more that you guys can help us with that and send us some of that, the easier a job it is on me, who will have to edit everything and put it together. So again, you guys, the more that you can share with us, the more that you can help us to create that video, it would mean the world. It really, really would. We're trying to get this video out from Muhammad, and I know if it's left up to me because of our other things we're trying to do, it's going to take a long time. So, the more that you guys can help us to push a little closer to that goal, the quicker we will have it done and ready for Muhammad. Gur says, goodbye, Muhammad. Allah will protect you and your people. Agreed, Gur. Good. That's a good thing. Fake name says, Godspeed, Muhammad. Basorbia says, Robert, we are exactly the opposite of New Texas. Since we are a socialist micronation, we accept everyone. It doesn't matter who it is. That's really wonderful, Basorbia. We're glad to hear that. That makes me smile. Frog says, Muhammad, I wish the best for you. Absolutely. Robert says, that's good, Basorbia. Continue the cause. I'm in favor of numerous socialist policies. Absolutely. It's good to hear that, Robert. Beer to Will says, wish we could go to Microcon, but it's hundreds of miles away. It's also hundreds of miles away for us as well. That's a big problem. We're having to get plane tickets, which is really gross. We're having to get a hotel. It's going to be really expensive. We're having to just purchase the tickets, which alone are $140 a piece. It's a huge problem, legitimately. Gore says, Eternia kiss me next. Joke. Gore's memeing. Gore, I thought you were the Gorthian Federation of States, not the Gorthian meme states. What happened? What happened, Gorth? Gorth, I see you. I see you trying to play us. I see you trying to slide in these DMs. You better slide in your national DMs. Uh, stupid. Random dude from Transvaal says micronational politics and disputes are less petty than 99% of African parliament debates. Are they as tense as like UK parliament debate? I've seen like in the UK and in other like European nations, they like throw shit at each other in parliament. Like it gets wild. Noam says in the communication that I sent to the UN, I put a note at the bottom stating that if they don't reply, that is the equivalent of them agreeing to all I said. So by default, they recognize my kingdom. What if they send you a thing back that's like, no, we don't? Like, what if they just send you back like, nah, we don't, for sure. Mahmoud Abdella says, hello, everyone. I don't know how I ended up here, but anyway, I am a Lebanese citizen that is fighting the current government. Oh, goodness. What's up with all these, like, rebellious people joining in? What's up, Mahmoud? It's good to see you. How's that happening? That's wild. Also, I don't know much about that situation. Um, okay. Robert says, and of course, the Citizens' Assembly, which is an overall court of decisions and bills. Makes sense. Mahmoud says, not like with guns. I appreciate it. I think that's important. Nonviolence is the way to go. If at all possible, nonviolent action is the most important thing to do, especially if you want to see political change in your nation. There's nothing that vilifies a group more than death and destruction on their hands. So being able to make change through positive action, through community reinforcement, through peaceful protest is really, really important. And I'm glad to see that you're doing that. Um, um, Fake name says another one. Hello. Mahmoud says, I'm Mahmoud Abdella, 18 years old, has a job at a local shop. It's good to meet you, Mahmoud. Thank you for hanging out with us and spending time with us. If you don't know, we are the Empire of Eternia. We are a micronation located in the north of Alabama in the United States of America. We are trying to develop our nation, our community. So we're doing so to promote peace. We're doing so to promote a unique local culture and economy. And we're trying to do so to help people out of poverty and out of difficult situations in our local area. We're trying to improve our local community, and we're trying to show people that there's a better way to live. So I appreciate you spending time with us and supporting us. I imagine that's probably what brought you here, is if you're trying to make political change and if you're trying to, show that the world can be a better place. That is exactly what we are striving for. Again, the micronational community isn't something that's super well known, but we're trying to grow that development and make it more well known. So we're just one of many micronations out there all across the world in all different walks of life who are trying to pursue their interests to create a unique country and a unique community, and that's what we're doing as well. So thank you so much for getting to know us and taking some time to hang out with us on stream. If you end up enjoying the stream and you want to learn more about us, you can always subscribe, which helps us a lot. You can always like the stream, which helps to promote it to more people like yourself, like Muhammad, who we've had in the video, who's been talking to us. Um, you know, uh, Getting to know more people like you from around the world who are fighting for different causes, who are trying to make political change, and who are trying to help make the world a better place is really eye-opening for us. And it teaches me personally a lot about what I should be doing to better Eternia, the ways that I can help legitimize and help to establish our cause more, and also to do the right thing by the people that we're trying to support. So you give us a new perspective, you help to teach us what you're interested in and what your life experience is, and that helps us to grow every day. So thank you so much for being here, Mahmoud. And I hope you continue to join us through future streams so that we can talk to you and learn more about you and what your interests are. I want to connect with you on your hopes for the future of Lebanon. I want you to teach us about life there, and I want to be able to come to understand what it is that you seek as your end goal. So thank you for joining us. And as well, 18 is an impressive age to be doing that. I know I am in my 20s, and it still feels very difficult and very new for me. So thank you. Fake name says, so what faction do you fight with? Mahmoud says, opposition, Lebanese opposition. And again, one thing to remember, guys, he did say, Mahmoud did say he's doing so non-violently. So he's doing so peacefully and, trying to do so in a way that helps his community, it sounds like. Um, uh, oh, goodness. Fake name says Jack sounds like a teen who just discovered politics. It seems like he's in a very dangerous headspace actually. For this guy that they're describing in the chat, who's doing a weird racist thing. Communist State of Beer Tool says Microcon should be free for micronations. You would think, right? But no, they've got to make money so that they can set up their tents, so that they can have their booths, so that they can continue the thing for next year. Right now West Arctic is hosting it, so I'm sure they don't want to be left with the bill for everything. Not only that, most people who go to Microcon are micronations directly. There are very few, if any, people who go just to hang out. And so it would be a lot for them to pay if every micronation got to go for free. As well, they host a dinner and stuff, so it's a lot. Robert says, no, he's been looking at Trump and Fuentes since 14. Oh, gross. Mahmoud says, I get 650,000 Lebanese pounds monthly, which is nothing. I'm sorry to hear that, Mahmoud. That's rough. And also, an incredibly high inflation rate, it sounds like. Gore says, trust me, you don't want to see what me and my allies say in our Discord. Oh, goodness, Gore. Big Name says Micro Summit is the paid one. Microcon is also something that you have to pay. Robert says, wow, inflation isn't that good, Mahmoud. Agreed. Connor Manislin says, the new Connor Manislin hand flags arrived. Hey, awesome. I can't wait to see them. Then dude says, yeah, we are more corrupt than violent. Oh, goodness. Mahmoud says, why I'm fighting hyperinflation, corruption, economic mismanagement, same people in politics for 20 years. That's very concerning, and I'm sorry to hear. But it's good that you're standing up for your people and you're wanting to make change. Who are the politicians that you support and back, and what are you hoping to see? Again, you said hyperinflation, corruption, economic mismanagement, and the same people in politics for 20 years. Those are all things that you're against. What do you think would fix those? What do you think would help? Are you personally a politician? Are you going to be running for office there in Lebanon? Robert says, hey, chat, a depression is coming. Oh, goodness. Mahmoud says, Lebanon is one of examples. Makes sense. Robert says, look, man, the second Great Depression. Africa's population will run out of food and fertilizer due to Ukraine crisis and other things. Agreed. There are global effects that are happening because of the war there in Ukraine. And also, this is happening more and more as we see, not only with additional conflicts making things worse in the world, violence always making it harder for economies to grow and develop, but also just the environmental state of the world, the economic state of the world, are all throwing us into large-scale struggle for all different sectors of interconnected economies. This globalized economy we have is really wonderful, and it helps us to improve and to better ourselves each year, but it also puts us at risk for a lot of mismanagement, which I think is happening. Gore says, Eternia is definitely my favorite micronation. Thank you, Gore. I appreciate that. And we're definitely trying to push for larger recognition for micronations so that can mean more and more. Of course, your support of us means the world to me personally. But I really want to be able to go out there and be able to tell people, hey, Gorth supports us. Go check out Gorth. Go hang out with them. They are helping to make the world a better place. Go learn about all these different micronations, and to be able to speak that from a larger platform that reaches out beyond micronations. And I think as we grow this channel, we're starting to be able to do that more and more, especially thanks to people like you who are on other platforms like TikTok, like Instagram, like Twitter, who are helping to share our message and make that a better thing for us and our people. Gorth, you are really helping us to make change. As well, if we can collaborate with you at some point on TikTok, let me know. I would love to help to boost up our TikTok as well as to be able to show that we support you guys. It means a lot. I've talked to the Kingdom of Gnome about the same thing. We want to get bigger on TikTok. We want to be able to start doing live streams on TikTok. And so that would help us a ton. Mohammed says, I used to live on 5,000 pounds just 5 years ago. Today, 100,000 pounds. Can I get you eggs, bread, and oil? Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry to hear that, Mahmoud. What has been happening? You say you work at a local shop. Is this a local shop that's owned by, a family friend? Is this just somebody that you filled out an application with and got employed through? How did you end up at your job, and are you worried about the stability of your job? I know you said it's just not paying enough, that you're not able to make enough money. Is it a position where you can get a raise, or where your employer can pay you more, or are they struggling as a business as well? Random dudes in South Africa produces its own food mostly a lot of the time. Yeah, but that does lead to a lot of issues if the world market is struggling, because you still need imports to be able to make the production of that food easier. I'm sure the rain sounds really rough. We might have to actually go in to shield from some of the rain noises. Good. We'll wait for it to lighten up a little bit, and then we'll go sprint out there and try and do that. Robert says, due up to 60% will die in Africa due to lack of supplies. Robert, oh goodness, what makes you say that though? Where are your numbers? It is. Fake Dave says, Mahmoud, would you consider micronations as a form of protest? Mahmoud said yes. Robert says, automation, the war in Ukraine, and other things merging into a hyper-depression by 2030. And guess what? This depression can last for over a decade. Robert, what are your sources? Tell us your sources, Robert. Mahmoud says, I have to pay bills, give my mother medication, have food. I definitely understand that, Mahmoud. I'm trying my best to help my father as well to move out of a situation where he's struggling. So I can relate to some extent. I would say definitely focusing on your family and what's most important is the best way to help. But I know that that's never easy. Again, is there any opportunity for you there? Is there any way for you to potentially make more money? I know ultimately it is going to need political change to make larger waves, and to get things to be more equal for people, and to get things to be more properly managed. However, for the time being, before that political change may be able to come, is there anything that you can look forward to personally to assist you and your family? Robert says, causing catastrophes, no food, no water, no jobs. Mahmoud said, oh, and also I'm one of the last Lebanese Jews. Oh, interesting. Mahmoud, tell us a little bit more about your story and about, your family history, because that's incredible. I'm glad to hear that you and your family are still continuing your traditions there in Lebanon, and I hope that the economic situations there and the corruption there do not put you in a situation that makes it hard for you to stay. I know dealing with living as a minority population, I imagine can be very, very difficult, and I imagine can lead to a lot of heartache. Because you love your country and you want to be able to support it. You want to be able to stay around and teach people about who it is you come from, and this family of yours that may have been there for decades and decades and decades, centuries. And so I hope that does not cause you to face either survival or survival at the cost of leaving Lebanon and having to abandon those traditions and those roots that you've been able to, that your family has built there in Lebanon. Yeah, that's very scary. Random Dude says, Africa is a big continent, mate. Absolutely. Fake News says, I'm sad to hear that. Absolutely. Random Dude says, I doubt 60% will die from famine in Africa. Connor Manisland said, gotta go now. Good to see you, Connor Manisland. Thank you for hanging out with us. Mohammed said, my parents gave me Muslim names so that I don't get killed. That makes sense. I'm sorry to hear that there's so much violence against Jews in Lebanon. Cutter Manisland said, bye everyone. Robert says, hyper-depression will be catastrophic, lasting for decades. Where are your sources, Robert? I hear what you're saying. Give us a source that says that. Cutter Manisland says, stay safe, Muhammad. Robert says, at least 40% Transvaal. Random says, it will be between 10 and 40% of Africa at most is Transvaal. Where are your sources? What are you guys even talking about? Fake Meme says, well, I've got to go. See you guys. Eternia forever. Eternia forever, Fake Meme. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. Random Dude says, source mate. Agreed. It's important. Gore says, I need to go now. Goodbye, everyone. And Eternia forever. Eternia forever, Gore. Thank you for hanging out with us. Robert says, I was looking at this guy on Reddit. Oh, tell us more. Random dude says, Robert, where's your source? Agreed. Robert says, called Butternut, and he made a prediction saying 60% will die in Africa. So your source is a prediction from a guy named Butternut.
Yeah, that seems reliable.
Yeah, perfect. Peer reviewed, 100%. I wouldn't trust that. Predictions can be wrong all the time, even by experts in their field. So if there's no peer-reviewed study, if there's no research being conducted, I wouldn't trust that source.
But it's not even just solely on the name, because we met someone named Cornet.
Yeah, so. And there are cool people who have nicknames. What I'm saying is, even if this Butternut is an expert, world-renowned economist, which I've never heard of him before, but at the same time, I'm also not super into the field of economics to know all the famous economists. I still wouldn't trust that with them just saying, well, it's my opinion that 60% of people will die in Africa. You need a source to make that kind of claim. You need facts and trends that show steadily declining populations in Africa. The communist state of Beerta Will says Slowjamistan is a great micronation. I'm glad to hear that you think so. We still need to learn more about Slowjamistan. We've had very, very few interactions with them. They've been supportive of us, but I just want to learn more about them. I feel like I've seen some of their social media posts and stuff like that, but I really want to get to know them a bit more. Mahmood says you're using Reddit as your source. Yeah, again, I think that's a little bit silly. Random dude says he's from Reddit, mate. Yeah. Robert says I'm mocking him, man. Transval says good. If there's a famine, it would only take 0.01% to 10% of Africa's population because Africa is huge, mate. Agreed, but even still, any kind of numbers is just speculation unless you have a specific source for it, or evidence that show trends, population trends in Africa versus economic decline. Random dude from Transvaal says South Africa makes its own food mostly. Makes sense. Mahmoud says, my job is stable. I'm one of the best workers in our shop, but wage is little. I will stay 100%. Thank you very much, Mahmoud. That means a lot. I appreciate you staying and hanging out with us. Again, we're trying to reach monetization so that we can start to earn money from this YouTube channel. As of right now, our YouTube channel has ads that actively get run on it, and we don't make any money from those. So by the time that we hit 4,000 watch time hours and get monetization, we should finally, on these live streams, start to be able to earn, a few cents from the live streams that we have. So I definitely appreciate you supporting us. I'm excited to see the future if we continue pushing this way. Again, it only takes us having, right now we have 9 viewers, 23 likes. If we had 10 viewers, it would only take us 2 hours to make 20 watch time hours. Again, we had 21 viewers earlier, so it spiked up. Then we went to 12 for a while, and we were kind of hanging out around 12. Now we're at about 8. But the more people that we can get into the stream, the more that we can do bigger and crazier stuff on the stream, and really explain to people how important micronationalism is and why it is that we're doing this and pushing to create new countries and to push for change that the world really hasn't been able to push for in a long time. Is something that allows us to start making larger waves. It's something that allows us to start grabbing larger attention, not just in the micronational community, but in the world. We can start to really understand what it is that people want, to hear the problems of other people. I've been talking to Muhammad, who's in Afghanistan, who's struggling. We're now talking to Mahmoud, who again is dealing with a particularly unique situation, dealing with struggling economy, dealing with a corrupt government, dealing with being a very small minority in a territory that really looks down upon and is violent toward that minority, being the Jewish population. There is need for change. There is a way that we can continue to push forward, but unfortunately that all comes with money. And I understand, not being in a great financial situation myself, that it's not easy for people to just throw donations. Especially at small YouTubers, at small platforms. And there are so many people out there who need money. So it's not an easy decision to support a live stream or YouTube or whatever by throwing them money. But just watching this stream, just straight up viewing the stream and spending time learning about our content and watching our content means that you can help us to increase our watch time hours so that we can hit monetization. And at that point, we have a legitimate platform that is giving us money that provides us the ability to do bigger and larger projects every single day with that. And that would be thanks to just your attention on these streams. So it does mean a ton to me. And I appreciate it a lot. It is. We might have to run inside. Mahmood says, random dude says, and my eating on a famine is on the high end. Oh, goodness. Mahmood says, we've lived here for generations since the time of Moses, but Arabs came and expelled most of the Jews, then Crusaders did the same. We stayed here. Well, I'm glad to see that your family is still there, Mahmood. And I definitely appreciate your dedication to building and supporting the Jewish community in Lebanon. Again, especially as being somebody who is targeted, in your community for who you are and what you believe, that has to be very, very. Hey, everybody! Sorry about that. We just glitched out for a second. I'm so sorry that that's happening to you, Mahmood. But I am glad to hear that you are in a position to continue trying to grow your community and that you are, pushing for political activism in your country. Right now it's dying down, so we're going to try and race back inside, see if we can't get in shelter. We're still going to be in the stream, but you're just going to see us run for like half a second.
Oh, goodness.
Bless you, Tiff.
Thank you.
So we're going to try and sprint inside, and we will continue the stream for another 20, 30 minutes, something like that. You got it? Let me see if I can lift it up. Thank you, Tiff. Okay, so we got that. Got this. Got that. All right, you ready? Let's go. We're going, everybody. We're going. Oh, goodness. We're on the move. Trying to stay as dry as we can. The pool is flooding. Oh, goodness.
No, it's not.
It's not
It
really,
needs
but it's...
more water anyway. It's not.
That's true. It's getting higher, though. Like, it's higher than it has been in a minute.
Hold on.
Okay, I'm holding. We're getting shawled. We're getting covered. Okay. We're going to be running. Oh, goodness. Wait, hold up. I'm getting caught on stuff. Oh, goodness. This wasn't a good idea.
You're good now.
Hello, everyone. Okay, we're walking. Almost back inside. And back inside. Okay. Let me walk us straight into here and get set up for the live stream with you guys. I appreciate y'all hanging out with us, even through our transfer of position. So I'm having to set up our stand and everything, guys. Please be patient with us if you can. I'm going to try my best to extend it and make sure that you guys have a pretty nice view of what we're up to here. Okay, and further in. There we go. And then try and collapse that down and place it. There we go. Okay. That should be pretty good. Excuse me. Excuse me, Tiff. Let me fix this. Hold on. I got it.
I was just trying to straighten them out since it was bent down.
This is the more important part. Right there. Yep, perfect. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Tiff. Tiff's been helping me out. Thank you. Do you know where my shirt is? Is it still outside?
Yes.
Okay. Can you hang out here and talk to people while I go get it? I don't want to make you run out, Marie.
It's inside. It's on the table. The first round table by the door.
I'm sure people want you to catch up on comments. Want me to catch up on comments, so if you could do that for me, I'd appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. I'm not sure where he stopped at. Abdallah said we have lived here for generations since time of Moses, but Arabs come and expelled most of Jews. Then Crusaders did same, and we stayed here. Robert said, is a large depression and recession coming? Yes or no? I'll let AP answer your question.
What was the question?
Robert was saying, is a large depression and recession coming? Yes or no?
I'm not an economist. I would say.
We're in an inflation period right now.
Yeah.
We dropped somewhat.
I would say recession.
To
I
a
don't know if you
recession.
would consider it a depression.
No, because if it was going to be a depression period, it'd be during the pandemic, not after. Also, did you already read Abdallah's thing?
Yes.
Okay. I wasn't sure if you had already read that.
Yes.
Random dude from
Transvaal.
Transvaal.
And my prediction for a famine was very overdrawn, one on itself. Makes sense. I agree with that. Besorbia said they're back. Good to see you, Besorbia. Thank you for hanging out. Robert says, I think recession will be a large one. I don't know.
Okay, you see here.
Right.
I got change. Oh goodness.
Right.
Oh
Bye, Tim.
goodness.
You okay?
Yeah, just everyone on the stream just wanted to attack me.
They did. They were coming at you.
It was AP's fault. He's the one who dropped the phone.
It was revenge for the pool attack. Yeah, it was. That's what happened.
Okay, I'll be back.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Okay.
Bye, stream.
Okay, so random dude says, and at most 0.1% would die in a famine in Africa if there was ever one that depression were to occur. I just don't feel like you can claim any numbers without any kind of stats to back it up. Virtual says, Slajamistan is very friendly. You can message them on Twitter or on their website. They respond very quickly. I'm glad to hear that. Random dude says, because the African birth rate is the highest in the world, I think if there was a massive famine, if we decide to be unrealistic and range from 0.01% to 10%, we would die and we range in the 0.001 to 0.009%. Interesting. Communist State of Virtual says, Slajamistan was the first micronation that officially recognized us, the Sultan, as a good person. Hey, I'm glad to hear that. Random dude from Transvaal says, South Africa would be unaffected in the famine due to it being semi-developed. If there was horrific massive famine coming in the future, makes sense. The famine itself is unrealistic. I don't know about that though. Like I feel like you gotta have data. Mahmoud says, boy, it is realistic in Lebanon. That makes sense. And at the same moment, government spends money on polymer banknotes. Oh goodness. So there's like unnecessary spending when people are like starving. That's horrible. Robert says, your opinion on simulationism? I think people should, I don't call it simulationism, Robert. I call it realist versus fantasy micronations. We have a whole video on that. I think both are okay. They have different purposes. Mahmoud said, we're a realist micronation. We support other realist micronations. Simulationism sounds like a weird thing because I don't like to call it that. I call it realist micronations versus fantasy micronations. And there are specific purposes for each and interests that people have that cause them to develop one versus the other. Mahmoud says corruption at its best, dealing with the polymer banknotes versus starving people. Absolutely. Random dude says, I don't know enough about Lebanon. I'm only talking about Africa and how huge famine is unrealistic in Africa. Makes sense. Robert says a famine in America is insane. Could happen, you never know. Random dude says in Africa it's unlikely, in America it's completely off the table. Not necessarily. Robert says, yeah, no famine here. It's not that crazy. Torrance says, Robert, no, it's not. Americans are cut. Oh, goodness. What's up, Torrance? It's good to see you. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's like off the table. Like, you never want to be the Titanic people that say like, oh, this is the unsinkable ship, because that's when you get proven wrong. But again, you should have facts and statistics to back up what you're saying. Robert says, Torrance, I said really unlikely, so yeah, it is really unlikely. Torrance says, what up, Rob, but you're wrong. Oh, goodness, that's an interesting take. Robert says, not saying it'll never happen. Torrance says, the food shortage will be planned just like the oil shortage. Torrance is on some conspiracy theory stuff. Robert says, but I would like to be unlikely. Torrance says, Rob, wake up. That's some conspiracy theory stuff, Torrance. Ryan says, where's the pool? Looks like you are drying. Yes, we sure are. Sure. The pool is out there. We were actively at the pool. And it started thundering and lightning, so we had to like race inside as soon as possible. We are now actively drying. It was a big issue. Robert says planned food shortage possibly. No, what are you talking about? Lasorbia says we are a realist micronation and we're taking things very seriously, so we are not allied with roleplay micronation. That makes sense and agreed. When you're allying with other micronations, you should think really carefully not only about, oh, are they realist or fantasy, which should be a question that you ask, but also in larger part what their purposes and what their interests are to see if they align with yours. That can be a very touchy subject and very difficult for micronations to do. Nonetheless, you should never criticize other micronations simply because, or never insult other micronations or look down on other micronations simply because they don't align with what your interests are, whether those are economic, whether those are political, um, whether those are realist versus fantasy even. There are plenty of micronationalists who will poo-poo and shoo-shoo at micronations that are different than them. You know, people will say communist micronations are bad and they're all evil and these are all a problem. Or micronations that are monarchies are all bad, or micronations that are democracies are all bad, or they'll say things like fantasy micronations or simulationist micronations are stupid or whatever. No, it's not. You're categorizing an entire very diverse group of people and interests all into one pool and then saying that you hate them. For no reason. You have not met everybody in there. You do not understand all of their base interests. You're just assuming that you do. Mahmoud says, I'm not proud of that at all. Of the corruption, I imagine not. Basorbia says, Kingman says, Basorbia, food and energy. Robert says, like say in the event of a recession or depression, it could happen. Ryan says, famines are going to be more and more likely. Agreed. Random says, I agree with AP about the conspiracy stuff. Yep. Robert says there would need to be a big instigator. Random says that Torrance believes it. Agreed. Robert says in order to start a famine. Random dude says I agree. Robert says Torrance is simply expressing his beliefs, so don't say such mean things. I shouldn't say such mean things. Robert, like, I I agree that you shouldn't be like mean to other people, but I'm not being mean to Torrance. I'm simply stating what he's saying is like a well-known conspiracy theory. Like saying that stuff is like planned by the government and that it's like, it's this like large, literally a conspiracy, like a thing that is kept secret from people because it's a purposely planned like inner working of the government. Like that is the definition of a conspiracy. So yeah, like it's a conspiracy theory. It's not like it's an insult. If you feel negatively about that, then that's on you. I'm just letting people know like that definitively is a conspiracy theory. Unless it's proven true, it's a conspiracy theory. Um, Random dude says, okay, sorry mate. Ryan says the thing about conspiracies is some are true and some aren't. Conspiracy theorists can't tell the difference. Agreed. Communist state of beer to will says, imagine hating micronations. Agreed. It's gross. Mahmoud says, I have to go to sleep. Is there going to be a stream tomorrow? We're definitely going to try for one, yes. Hopefully we'll be doing it a bit earlier, so maybe you'll be able to catch it. Again, if you subscribe and you turn on all notifications, that will help you to get that stream. As well, we have a Discord channel that you can join if you choose to. But yes, we're going to try our best to have a stream tomorrow. The Empire of Eternia is our name. And again, if you subscribe to us, you turn on all notifications, you should be able to get the notification for that. Torrance says, I do apologize for ruining the chat. It's not the government, it goes deeper. Deeper than the government, though. That feels like a conspiracy theory. Torrance says, I do apologize for ruining the chat. Torrance, you didn't ruin the chat. Robert says, a planned food shortage would be... Wait, Torrance, does this connect into 2025? See, though, that sounds like conspiracy theory talk. Mighty Republic of Basorbia says, I don't hate roleplay micronations, but we simply don't ally with them. And that makes sense. That's what I'm saying as well. If you're looking for specific alliances, you shouldn't choose allies that are very, very different from your micronation, but also don't hate them. Like as long as you're saying like I respect their differences, but I don't want that I don't feel like that's a good fit for us. That's perfectly fine. Aiden Morrow says, just found this on Insta. The hell is this about? Good to see you, Aiden. We are the Empire of Eternia. We are a micronation in northern Alabama, and we are trying to develop a local community to represent our nation and its culture. We have currently purchased a piece of land here in North Alabama that we have named Vitae, and we are actively developing it to provide residency to citizens. We're trying to build housing, which we call Eternian dwellings, for those citizens to come and live free of charge. We are also trying to develop industries. For example, one of them being through our social media, being that we're almost at monetization on this channel. Another being some of our metal refining industry, that we recycle metals with a very, very large plasma arc furnace that we are actively continuing to grow and expand that industry through. So we're trying to effectively pull together our local community, try to provide jobs for that community, try to provide housing for that community, all in support of this micronation, the Empire of Eternia, which we are developing under a unique culture and under the purpose of helping the general population, especially because we are a nation that really supports technological progress and really supports progressive ideas. So we want to push the boundary of what can be done and the ways that can be implemented to help the general population. And the more that we can do that, the more that we can support a small group of, initial investors, the more that we can show the world that there is a better way to do things and that we can provide that to people. So as we continue to grow, please continue to follow us, Aiden. It means a lot. Again, we're the Empire of Eternia, and we are trying to change the world. Robert says, wait, Torrance, I'm starting to connect the dots. Oh, goodness, Robert. Robert's getting swept up in the conspiracy theory. Ryan says, famine can be regardless of the economic state of the state, like crop diseases can destroy crop monocultures in the supposedly strong empires. Agreed. Fake Name says, people thought I was an RP because of incursions. Makes sense. Mahmoud says, okay, may God bless you. I cannot say his name. Makes sense. I appreciate it. Have a good night, Mahmoud. You as well. Random Dude says, alright, mates, it's 11 minutes to midnight, so I'm going to go to bed. Thank you for hanging out with us, Transfall. Hopefully we can see you tomorrow. I appreciate you hanging out with us. Jordan says, Robert, I'm really not sure anymore. Robert says, I really need to try and investigate this coming 2025 collapse. That's a conspiracy theory, though, you guys. Communist State of Beer to Will says, Eternia equals W. Thank you very much. Beer to Will equals W. Also, Fake Name says, damn, AP caught up. You know I did. And just for that, you gotta give us an extra like. You gotta go in and pull 35 people into the chat so we could blow up our watch time hours just for it. Robert says, yes, I did. I appreciate you guys celebrating that we caught up. We finally caught up with the chat. Since we're getting closer and closer to that 2-hour mark, I want to go ahead and pull up for you guys on the computer what our watch time hours are at. So that way we can take a look at them. I haven't actually looked at them for today, so they could be down, they could be up. This is going to be just as much as a surprise to me as it will be for you. And hopefully what we can do is see how much more it'll take for us to get to that 4K. Because again, we're pushing for it. We're getting closer and closer with each passing day. We're just trying to see what it's going to take to get to it this time. Real quick, let me see if I can't butt it up. There we go. Hey, everybody. Okay, so we're going to go to YouTube dashboard. Jump in here real quick and see what everybody's up to. Robert said AP's so hunky. Thank you, Robert. That means a lot. Beertable said he did. Thank you very much. Fake Name says, AP, I would like to explain my nobility. Please go ahead. Ryan says he isn't that hunky. Ryan, you jelly belt. Ryan, straight up bet. Also, 1835. Thank you guys for 1835 subs. I don't know if you guys can see that super well. Try and turn it so you guys can see. 1835, right there. Thank you guys so much. We're pushing toward 1850, which will then get us to 1900 and eventually 2,000 subs. That means a ton. As well, 3728 watch time hours. So we've gone down a little bit. Yesterday we were at 3735, I think. But guys, that's not a ton. That's not a ton of watch time hours to drop speaking of that, we've just been pushing so much, and we've had so many watch time hours that have come out from you guys helping to support the channel and support the streams. Like, this isn't a big drop for us. We have a lot of way to go. So if we can continue to push, look, if we got, this would be a lot, but if we got 70 watch time hours today, 72 watch time hours, we could get to 3,800. And that's a lot for one stream, but over 2-3 days, that's not a lot at all. For this stream right now that hit 2 hours, again, if we had like 21 people on the stream for a good like 10 or 15 minutes, which honestly is probably going to help our watch time hours shoot up a bunch. But even still, even knowing that we were fluctuating throughout the stream, having a 2-hour stream with like 10 people in it, that still is more likely to get us, closer to 20 watch time hours in this stream. So if we hit 20 watch time hours in this stream, we will be in a position to go from 3728 hopefully to somewhere like 3750. Again, we'd only need 22 watch time hours to be able to hit 3750 at the end of the stream. Once we jump in tomorrow, we should check it and we'd be at 3750. It may actually take a day beyond that. So we'd have to wait tomorrow and it'd probably say something like this, or maybe even a little bit lower. And then we would jump back up to hopefully around 3750 after a couple days when it updates. But as we continue pushing and as we continue growing, we're going to be getting closer and closer to this 4,000. You see how close that little, I'm trying to zoom in as much as I humanly can, but this little tick mark, it's almost to the point where you can't see it anymore. Ooh, Tiff brought pretzels. Thank you, Tiffy. I appreciate that. We're like inches away from 4,000 watch time hours. That graph is so close. If we can just push over the edge to get it, we will be straight up. Thank you, Tiff. Tiff came in with a hype snack. Oh my goodness. Tiff knows I love bread. She made pretzels. Ooh. You've never known joy until you've had an Eternia pretzel. Oh goodness. It warms my heart and my mouth. Incredible. Tiff, thank you. Shout out to Tiff. These pretzels. Incredible. Every day, Tiff changing my life more and more with these pretzels. Oh my goodness. So getting close to 4,000 watch time hours. We're like almost there. Right now, just to calculate, 78, 72 watch time hours to get to 3,800 from where we are right now. And again, this is probably a day behind or so, but 72 watch time hours to be able to get to 3,800. So 272 watch time hours, and we're gonna hit monetization. Again, that's a constant fight, because as we get closer to 4,000, it gets harder and harder. Those numbers are going to dip back down and try and sink us below 4,000 watch time hours per year. But especially the last month, we've had a big blow up in watch time hours. So you guys have been making this happen. Our activity has been making this happen. And as a community, we can't stop. We got to keep pushing to finally hit monetization after 3 years on YouTube, almost 4 years. We will hit this, and we'll be doing it in a way that I think nobody will have expected. So we have until August 20th to hit 4,000 watch time hours before we've hit 4 years on YouTube, 6 years as a micronation. But we're getting very close. And I think we'll be able to hit it. Again, that would be after Microcon, and I think we're going to hit it before Microcon. So we're getting close. We'll be able to say in Eternia's 3rd year we hit monetization, which would be absolutely incredible. Also, we have 9 viewers right now, 23 likes. Getting those 9 viewers going up to 10 viewers really does help the stream. You guys have no idea. Like, just having you guys stay in for a little while, getting closer and closer to 10 viewers, Every minute we stay in with 10 viewers, we get 10 watch time minutes. So that means that we only need 6 minutes to be on stream with 10 viewers to be able to get an hour of watch time. We can, in an hour, oh, excuse me, in an hour, get 10 hours of watch time. And that just boosts our chances to stay above the water. Like again, every couple days, this is delayed, so we have to keep checking it and seeing like, oh, are we actually where we think we need to be? Like this mark right now, 28 watch time hours out of 4K. That's a number that's again really close, but we also don't know if tomorrow, because we didn't stream yesterday, is going to dip down even further. So we're at a chance where we could dip below 3,700, or because of today's watch stream, we could jump up potentially in the next 2 days to closer to 3,800. And that's thanks to you guys keeping this channel afloat and keeping us moving forward, even when we're not able to stream for a day or two. That's on you guys. That's because of y'all. Aiden says, sounds better than the current infrastructure of Alabama. Agreed, 100%. And that's why we're trying to do it. We're legitimately trying to help people here in Alabama. Robert says he is. Thank you, Robert. I appreciate you. Beard to Will says, Micronation haters and Muhammad haters. L, agreed. Robert says, I'm not a Muhammad hater. I think he can be condescending at the time, though. I got you. Ryan says, which type of infrastructure in Alabama? Road infrastructure for sure. I mean, oh goodness. We've been able to do something. Figneum says, so first thing is the Imperials. The only full noble in the Imperial family is the Imperator Princeps, me. The rest are considered beta nobles, unless they have another title. You call them beta nobles? I was like, the beta male thing. Or whatever. Oh, are you the alpha noble? Is that how that works? Figneum says, nobility has to be proven, earned. Makes sense. I respect that. Bisorbia says, if you abdicate or something, what happens to you? Who will be your successor? That's a great question. Bisorbia, are you asking me, or are you asking Rob, or fake name, Casnarian? Torrance says, or leave the U.S. Hello, everyone. Sorry I'm late. Hey, Christian, it's good to see you. Thank you for hanging out. I appreciated your comments on our stream from the other day. That stream got a large number of views. When we checked back on it, like, yesterday, it had like 300 something, 400 views. Our stream from like 5 days ago. It is doing like pretty well as far as our streams go, and that's really nice to hear. Like, thank you guys so much for kind of picking up that stream and really caring about it. Again, I think this stream may have the potential to be big as well. So I appreciate you guys hanging out and spending time with us. I've had a lot of fun in this stream, and again, I want to keep going. Because right now we have 10 viewers, so if we hang out for an hour with 10 viewers, that's another 10 watch time hours. And so I want to try and hang out with you guys as much as possible and make sure that we grow Eternia in as accelerated a fashion as possible, because once we hit that 4K, it's money. We start earning money right away. So Christian, again, thank you for supporting us. And what have you been up to? Fake name says, whoever in my family meets the qualifications. Oh, makes sense. So it's based on merit, but also family line. That's an interesting setup. Torrance says, you're not stuck. I'm the U.S. yet. I have a backup plan. Oh, goodness. Fake name says, or Senate elects new family to rule. Oh, that's interesting. Robert says, the Senate, like Rome. Ryan says, what if Muhammad says is true? If what Muhammad says is true, he has lots of reasons to be condescending to all the people here. Agreed, Ryan. Agreed. Robert says, hey, fake name, who appoints senators? Are they elected? Do you choose them? That's a great question, Robert. Fake name says elected. And then Robert says, oh, because in Russia, one senator is chosen by the governor and the others in the legislature. Oh, interesting. First off, we're down to 9 viewers. We gotta scalp that 10th viewer. Hey, 10th viewer, back up. I appreciate it. We were trying to get, 9. Now we're back to 9. It's a constantly fluctuating battle. We gotta get back to that 10th viewer. Somebody grab your family member, sit them down, turn on their phone, type in the Empire of Eternia, Pull them in. We're back at 10 viewers. I see it. I see the battle lines being formed to keep us at above 10 viewers. We're doing it. We're marching forward.
You're throwing salt everywhere.
I am for the constant battle for 10 viewers. It's impossible not to. It's such a serious issue. I'll clean it up in a minute. Ryan says in Rome, history of senators were one of several ranks based on wealth. Oh, weird and gross. Robert says, and there was a proposal a few years back that would make the president choose one senator and the governor in the other. Oh, weird. Fake News says all our wealth controlled how they started, but anyone could be consul. Fake News says, okay, let me get back to nobility. Okay. Torrance says, get the bread and secure the bag. Bread in hand. Wait. Bread in hand. Oh, there's no bag here.
Over there.
Bread in hand, bag nearly secured.
Over there.
Oh wait, 11 viewers. There's a whole bunch of stuff in it though. Okay. Bread in hand, bag secured. We did it, boys. We've done it. Men and women of the micronational community. Human beings of the micronational community. We've done it. Bread secured. Bag nearly complete. We just need you guys to help us keep pushing. Also, at 11 viewers, we're going to be zooming through, trying to get that watch time. I appreciate it. Robert says, and of course, someone said repeal the 17th Amendment. What? Aiden said fakes from Stemeria. Oh, interesting. I'm sorry to hear that. Ryan says, not anyone could be consul. Aiden, I appreciate you hanging out with us.
I thought they were saying...
What's up?
I didn't know they were talking about fake name, and I just heard fakes from Stemeria, and I was like, fake people from Stemeria?
Got him.
No, I got it now.
Yeah. Also, I think they were talking about fake name, and then fake name says, I unsubbed from Stemeria. Hey, I appreciate it. Again, no shade to Stemeria, no hate, but they did do us dirty, so I appreciate you guys supporting us. Robert says, but that would lead to gerrymandering on the state level like never seen before. Robert says, not the S-word fake name. Got him. Fake name says, Caesar was poor at the start of his career, plus several plebs were consuls. Makes sense. Fake name says, okay, let me get back to explaining my nobility. I would love to hear it, fake name. Robert says, Caesar won the Civil War.
From the UK? Or
I think so, yeah. I think so.
I guess that's why I talk so much tea.
But it's good tea. It's solid tea. It's alcoholic tea. We're learning about fake names tea every day. 11 viewers, 24 likes. I appreciate you guys. Yeah, there's like scary thunder. Yeah,
no,
scary
the
thunder
lightning
behind
that
it.
struck like directly in front
I
of you.
said thunder. Yeah, lightning. Scary lightning behind it. I should know it. I should know the difference between thunder and lightning.
One's the sound that travels from a lightning streak.
Oh, is it?
And the other one is just the light. It's just that the sound takes forever to hit over it, because it's like the lightning striking somewhere way over there, and now we're just hearing its sound come towards us.
It's just those free ionized electrons ripping off the atoms. Cute as fuck. Oh, like that. That one was very close. That one was very, very close. Actually.
I saw branchings.
Yep. I just saw a big.
Of the branchings.
Yep. I just saw a big flash of light. Oh goodness. We're in the storm now, you guys.
I saw it was right. Crazy story.
11 viewers, 21 likes, 24 likes. Thank you guys for liking, and also thank you guys for hanging out. Let's get to that 12 viewers. Thank you guys. Also, what's up?
There was a time.
Yes. 25.
No, we didn't have cameras at this point. But there was a time when me and my sisters, I was probably like 6 or 7.
Yeah.
And we were playing outside, and Mom started like yelling at us because like there was somewhat of a tornado warning, and it was like starting to storm.
Yes.
And so she's like yelling at us to come inside. So we all start like running towards the house, and then literally just as the last one of us steps over the door line in the house before we ever close the door, it lands right next to us.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
Did you feel like tingly?
No, it hit like the concrete, and we just saw a red spark like this, and we were like, close the door!
Oh, shit. That's
yeah,
scary.
it was insane. I was like, what was that?
Oh, good.
It was crazy.
Oh, wow. Well, you know what's interesting about that? One, so you say you saw a red spark.
Yeah, it was like red.
Does everyone else like say that it's like if you talk to them, would they be like, yeah, it was red?
Yeah, it almost seemed like a firework thing going on,
Yeah.
but there wasn't a firework right where like the welcome mat thing would be.
Yeah. Well, so my question is twofold. One, it could be like the material that was burning. Like if it was the welcome mat or like even the concrete, like just vaporizing, could have made like red. The other thing that's really crazy when you talk about like astronomy and you talk about you know signals from light moving like very very fast, they will say that it becomes red shifted when you're in front of it because of the way that like the light distorts space in front of you. Yeah, yeah. So I'm curious if you saw like red shifted like instant flash, like that's what burned into your eyes initially was like a red shifted flash of light from the lightning bolt. That's like really just white because it's lightning, like it's just all of the spectrum. But it was like you saw, like you somehow perceived red shifting with your eyes. That would be incredible. I wonder if that's possible. I don't know. That's wild. Goodness. Red shifting.
It was very, very crazy.
Yeah. Oh,
it was
goodness.
like after it happened too, we like slammed the door real quick and then we like waited a second and then we opened the door back up and like looked at the thing and we were like, what was that? Are there any remains?
Yeah.
It was weird.
No. Would it be? No, I think red shifting is like when it's going away from you. So I could be wrong. Yeah, I think I'm wrong. Red shifting is like when it moves away from you, because red shifting is red light is lower in wavelength, so it'd be slower. Is it?
It's not slower. That's why we have red lights.
It's not slower, but it's a lower wave. No, what
But your eyes perceive red really, really quick, which is why we go red light.
Yeah, but
red
that's based on
sign.
human like. I gotta figure this out. Later, I'm googling this.
Scam likely. You know this person?
Scam likely. Good. Somebody who's a bigger nerd than me, Google it because I feel like I should know this, but I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna Google it after the stream, even if nobody else does. I appreciate it because 27 likes. That is very.
But
crazy.
apparently you can't go like ask Megan because what she's been saying in her other like stuff is she doesn't remember a lot from when we were younger.
That's true.
And then she like when it got to Ashley and Ashley said she remembers some stuff but not a lot of stuff. And I'm like, yeah, but that was just such a crazy event. I would hope like
it like burned into your
literally
burned into.
It was like a crazy like life or death kind of situation because it was just like we were just coming in and then literally as soon as Megan was the last one behind us and as soon as and we like gathered by the door because we wanted to watch the storm.
Yes.
And just as her foot like jumped over into the door it went pow right at the door and we went
Yep.
It was crazy. Super crazy.
I agree. I'm glad you're okay. That sounds like you could have very easily died.
I mean, it was like at least maybe 2 feet.
Yeah. Still,
I mean, it was like right
you would
there.
think like you'd feel it. I don't know. That's what
I think also just out of
shock.
pure like
You
shit.
just
Yeah, you just got instant react, just trying to close the door protection.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's wild. As well, real quick. So Besorbia says, I'm asking you. They're asking about the line of succession thing. So for us, we're not doing a.
You done?
Yes, I am done.
You done? You don't want to lick all that salt. I wouldn't.
That's very thoughtful.
Yeah,
it's very thoughtful.
Yep. That's why I was like, what? Half a teaspoon per pretzel.
Makes sense.
And I was like, sprinkle it with some water. Yeah. So that way the iciness, you could try to get it to stick a little bit. So I kept grabbing it, I was like trying to sprinkle it over and it wouldn't stick.
Stick on your hands and stuff because it's wet. Yeah.
And then stuck on the microwave and heat it up.
Well, I'm proud of you. Thank you, Tiff.
Thanks, I'll be right back.
Yes, ma'am. So first off,
You're good on your tea.
Oh yes, I am. I'm perfect. Thank you, Tiff. I appreciate it.
I would get you another snack, but I did see that Mom has
like dinner getting
meat like the thawing and the sea. It looks completely the thaw now. I rather touch it, but I mean it looks like it, but it could still be that the sensory's like solid because we've done that at the apartment too. And he's like, it looks, and you touch it and it's slightly mushy on the top, but then you get to it.
Like it'll thaw pretty quick.
I mean, yeah, as long as she's cooking and all, which most of the time she is because we have lots of people here. It's a party all the time.
Whoa. But yeah, so to answer your question, I wanted to say yes, we have a line of succession, but it's not something based on family. It's not, we don't have a um, oh goodness, I'm gonna it's not hereditary. We don't have a hereditary line of succession. So, to give you a quick rundown on it, basically, I come up with a living will that I write a person's name in it who I think would be the best appointed new emperor of Eternia. And so that may be someone from my family, it may not be. But at that point, when I die, that person gets transferred all of the rights and assets to Eternia. So that is, to do with what they will. I think that person is going to be somebody who I think at the time will best carry on my vision for Eternia. So that's something that's really really tough. But at the same time, it's something that benefits me because if I write that in my will and nobody sees my will until after I die, then nobody can try and come after me for, right to the throne. Like if somebody knows, hey, I'm the next heir to the throne or whatever, all the time there's like people trying to kill each other over that. Like there have been recorded cases in history of like brothers and sisters and stuff like murdering each other to try and like climb the ranks to get closer and closer to being the heir to the throne, or even killing the main emperor, king, or whoever to try and ascend to the throne early. It's a lot of rough stuff. So instead of doing that, if nobody knows who it would actually be, you wouldn't want to risk removing the guy who's there currently because you would risk having a situation where the next person is worse and maybe even more of a wild card. On top of that, we may enter a situation where what I do is not write down anyone's name, but write down that Eternia enters into a new form of government. That's another potential in which Eternia could become a more democratic style nation, depending on how far we've developed at that point, depending on whether that ends up being an interest of mine as I continue to age. But these are all questions that I'm still trying to work out. But that's the platform. That's the way that we go about determining the future of Eternia after I die. Christian says, having driven across the state of Texas, the infrastructure here literally looks like 5th century Gaul if it was a grassland rather than a forest. Ooh, that's an interesting comparison. It's also a very visual comparison. Like, I appreciated your writing in that, Christian. That was very cool. Robert says, what? Robert says, Christian, as a Texan, Texascan, I dispute that. How do you dispute it, Robert? Like, you both live in the state. They can't say that their area of the state is trash. Communist state of beer to Will says, Eternia is the third best micronation before Slowjamistan and the CSBT. Hey, I appreciate that. That means a lot. Thank you very much. I'm glad to be considered up there. Robert says 5th century Gaul. Robert says that's insulting to all the poor souls who starved to death in Soissons. Christian said, pardon my generalization, Robert. The western parts of Texas, past Albion. Robert says, oh. Torrance says, slow Jamistan is an ego trip? Oh, goodness. Going hard against them. That's interesting. Robert says, I'm sitting high and dry in Houston, so... Oh, interesting. I'm sorry to hear. Big Game says, finally, counts and countess. Counts are families are appointed by the Senate and act as governors of provinces. Like the previous two, must meet qualifications. Makes sense. Robert says, in his Houston, I went to places where concrete was only a few inches and I ripped it off the road. Oh, that's wild. Robert, like fresh concrete, like you just like peeled it up like a slice of pizza or something? Like what happened? Christian said the triangle of eastern Texas, Dallas, Houston, Austin, is more like 5th century Italia. Oh, interesting. Robert says, stop it, Christian. If you aren't in an inner city, it's okay. What? Torrance says, I'm chafing bad. Oh, goodness, Torrance, what's happening? Are you okay? Are you alive? Christian says, you're getting lightning? What's rain like? I've not seen it in over a month. Got him. Got the Texas weather ecological environment. It's good. It's wet. You know what I mean? It's thundery and lightningy. It's a little bit concerning when you're in a pool outside. But we're trying our best to stay out of it now. We're indoors. Robert says my neighbor died on his motorcycle. Oh, Robert, I'm sorry to hear that. I had a friend actually who died a couple weeks ago in a motorcycle accident as well. What a coincidence. But I am sorry to hear about that. That's rough. Motorcycles are very, very dangerous, and it's something that's wild to hear of so many people who die from motorcycle accidents. I was talking to somebody actually the other day about my friend passing from a motorcycle accident, an old friend from a long time ago. And they were bringing up how, in the past couple of years, one of their family members had died in a motorcycle accident. So, yeah, motorcycles are very, very crazy, and there are a lot of people that die on them. Would you get so many? Ooh, I see it. I see it. I see it. Yes, I do.
I can partly see it,
oh,
but
gosh.
I can't.
Okay. I'm gonna mess with your eye. Okay, I'm gonna touch it. It's under your contact is the problem. I'm sorry. It's still in there. It's yeah. You get it. You get it. You pulled your contact out. Okay. I don't see it now. You might have gotten it on the contact.
No, I still feel
Do you feel it? Okay. Tiffany has a horrible eyelash in her eye. I saw it. It was all the way in there. Did you get it? We're trying to help Tiff with her contact. Sorry, her eyelash
No,
now.
can you see now? I feel like it went up to the top.
It might have, but no, I don't see it right on. Gosh. Don't scratch. Yeah, I don't see it. It's not. You're not getting it. It was so visible earlier. Yeah, I'm not seeing it right there. Try up. Try up again. Yeah. Crying it out. May help. Dang, girl. That sucks. You might have to just give it again. Not on that side, I don't think. I don't see it. Dang. That whole not even just the top of one. Oh goodness. Are you okay, Tim?
I felt it, and I could see it hitting near my eye because it was starting to blur it.
Does it
in
feel
a
better?
portion.
Putting your contact in, so it must be a little better.
Well, now I'm gonna make it's caught in the contact again, and I
Take
pull it
it
back
out.
out.
Yeah, makes sense. Oh goodness.
Because most of the time it will just stick to the contact. If I take out the contact, I'll see it on there.
Yeah.
So sometimes if it's stuck underneath it or on top of it, I don't know. You can touch my eyeball, it won't bother me.
Good.
I touch them all the time, so.
Yeah. That's wild.
Our first load just came out.
Oh, thank you. You want me to go help you fold it? Okay. If you give me just a few minutes, I'll end the stream and we can fold it. Fake names like qualifications for nobility. First. Qualifications for nobility: must have served in the Cusnarian Legion, must have taken Cusnarian governance class. Oh, interesting. It is cool that you actually require some kind of baseline education for your politicians. We were watching a video online the other day of somebody kind of bringing up that idea. Ryan says Caesar was poor because he was caught up in the purges of Sulla. His family was not particularly poor before that. Caesar was only allowed to have a military career because his priest titles were. Oh, interesting. Stripped from him? Oh, interesting. Beer to Will says, you mean Slajamistan? Yeah, I think they did. Yeah. Christian says, yikes, that sounds horrific. Motorcycle accidents are never clean, it seems. There's almost always a severe injury. Absolutely. And in many cases, it's death as well.
Some are people being reckless on their bike and just being excited that it goes so quick and that you feel so much at the speed, and they go, oh man, this is a crazy experience. Adrenaline,
yeah, they run.
Yeah, and then someone pulls out, and then it's now you're going too quick. You can't dodge, and even if you try to dodge, you're probably going to go in a slide, or you're going to go down in the ditch. But more than likely, you're going to be injured either way.
Yep.
Might as well just try to aim for the car and hope you live, and then at least someone's paying for your bills.
Yep.
But also, but that's not always the case. Sometimes it's just since motorcycles are smaller, people just don't see them.
Yep.
And like that happens all the time.
Yep.
Or people will just be like, well, they always claim that they don't see them, but I've seen some who are like, I have like a neon green bike, and I have like neon green suit. Yep. I'm bright, I'm reflective, you should see me. Also, motorcycles all the time. During the day or night, doesn't matter. All the time is a requirement to have your brights on for the reason of trying to be visible.
Yep. That makes sense. As well, Beertual said frequency. Yes, Beertual, you're right. So, light, specifically red light, is of a lower wavelength, but of a higher, excuse me, of a longer wavelength, but of a shorter frequency or lower frequency than blue light. Blue light is of a much shorter wavelength and of higher frequency than red light, where frequency is equal to 1 over the wavelength.
But yeah, so the thing like a, what are they called? The little red, like, tiny dynamite looking ones. They're called dynamite. Something. The fireworks. Oh. They're called something. But like, they're not
M80s?
No.
The little tiny one.
Yeah, the little tiny, like...
Yeah, I think they're called like M80s.
Yeah, but there's like a name that everyone like says that they use for it or whatever. Because you can like twine them together and then you just have multiple go off.
Like cherry bomb or something?
No, I'm pretty sure the cherry bombs are like the colorful balls that you just light and then you throw out and then there's smoke.
That's
or maybe
true.
those are called smoke bombs.
Yeah, those are smoke bombs.
Either way.
Yeah.
Firecrackers.
Fake News says, I think AP is purposely letting chat get away from him every day.
Firecrackers.
Firecrackers.
That's how it like seemed. Except for they were like huge. They weren't just like close to the ground. It was like it went up high and like sparked off and we were like, whoop. Yeah. It was scary.
That is scary.
But there weren't any fireworks around. It wasn't even like summer. I think it was like in the middle of the school year, and we were just playing outside. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Be careful, Cutie.
It was a crazy. Yeah, this before we had that like built up around the door now.
Goodness. Robert says, AP, you think AP Junior is going to be doing fratricide? Hopefully not. But, you know, this prevents it as well. Also, I don't really know if I want my kids to, like, seek leadership in Eternia. If they want to, they can, more than likely. But I really don't want them to do the, I did this because my dad did this thing. I want them to be their own people. Torrance says, I will rule King Mania from the grave. JK, the throne is hereditary. If no eligible person wants it, I expect the Crown Republic to transition into a republic. Very nice. Big Meme says, AP, you missed the Doe explanations. Don't hurry this. Okay. Going back to the Doe explanations. Counts and Countess. Okay. Sometimes they straight up don't, like, show up. So I'm pretty sure I read every single one. Yeah, it's not that I skipped it. They're not here. First thing are Imperials. And then we went through... And then all are wealth controlled by but anyone could be consul. And then Caesar was poor at the start. Okay, let me get back to explaining my nobility. Forgot, phone was charged. Then we're going. Finally, counts and countesses. Yeah, we just missed that one. It's not that I, like, didn't read it. It's that it wasn't there. Like, you'll have to resend that. I'm sorry. Robert said, yes, but sad for that little girl who doesn't have a father now. Life is precious. Everybody said, wow. Robert says, AP should have slow mode, like literally. Your comment after 50 or 30 seconds makes sense. Robert says, AP, you think you're AP? Yep, going to be doing fratricide. Crown Republic, Robert says, Crown Republic sounds like Syria. Makes sense. Ryan says, 5th century Gaul and Italy wouldn't be that different. Makes sense. Robert says, we meant both were. Fake Name says, don't bury my comment. I'm not burying your comment. I straight up didn't get it. Robert says, if anything, Gaul was better. Robert says, since they grew their own food and were very rural and separated. Italy had a lot of farms. Fake Name says, in 5th century, Gaul was being divided. Makes sense. Ryan says, Italy also had farms. Robert says, so Gaul is in the nobles form. Okay, I'm gonna go. Torres says, LOL, Tiffany just wants to be on camera today. Yeah, Tiffany's killing it. I appreciate you being here, Tiff. It means a lot. Tiffany doesn't like being on camera, Tom, but it means a lot that you hear support. And she do cool. She represents. Robert says, but Britain was the best off after the fall. Oh, interesting. Christian said, Tiffany is more than welcome presence on these streams, and I appreciate seeing the citizenry of Eternia appear on these, as well as His Majesty. Hey, I appreciate it. That means a lot. Tiffany does not consider herself a citizen of Eternia, though she is a huge supporter of Eternia and has done like an incredible amount behind the scenes for Eternia, more than I think anybody really knows. But at the same time, um, she's a big help to us. We do like having other citizens on the stream. We've had Vincent on, we've had David on, we've had Steven on. We've had many citizens throughout our history of streams and also edited videos being here and hanging out and helping us. So I'm definitely lucky for that, and I appreciate it.
Which,
yes.
coming soon. Very soon, like within 3 weeks or so.
Microcon.
And we're gonna have Steven back on.
Yeah, at Microcon.
And hopefully David, if he makes a decision on if he's going or not going.
Yes. Christian says, no worries, fake name. I once called the Ostrogoths the Easter Goths during a presentation on late antiquity at school. Hey, very cool. Beertawil asked, is Tiffany a citizen of Eternia? That's a great question. I think we answered it. But let me know if we didn't. Robert says, Easter Gorth is right. Fake name says, Christian, you wouldn't have been wrong. Robert says, they were from the East. So Christian said, ease up on his response times, Robert. After all, it must be difficult for time-traveling space frogs to respond to comments with such webbed fingers and such. Agreed. It's very difficult.
No,
with
they
these
have
fingers.
issues because their fingers stick to the key. To the keys, and then
with
they try to
the
pull
suckers,
off,
yeah.
and then it pulls the key off, and they're like, "Oh no!"
Yep, you see how all my keys are gone on this keyboard, don't you? We have missing keys all over here. That's because of my webbed fingies, my sticky fingies, getting caught on there. So yeah, y'all give me some slack as well.
No, it's also just because he keeps leaving it on the floor, and then it falls on the floor after a bit of time if he does put it up, and then it stays on the floor, and then it may get stepped on, and then it's. And sometimes the keys just fall off.
Tiffany's good at keeping my cover. Robert says, yeah, I want to respond quick. Britopia says hi. Hey, Britopia, it's good to see you. Thank you for supporting us. I don't know if I've seen you in the streams before, but if not, we're the Empire of Eternia, a micronation. It seems like you know that because you're a micronation. And if you would like to help us out, you can subscribe and help us keep our watch time hour goals. We're trying to hit 4K, and we're well on the way. So thank you guys for hanging out with us. Fake name says second doe pronounced ducks. Oh, interesting. A duck or ducks is the leader of a diocese military administration. Oh, interesting. Robert says ducks like Mussolini. Oh goodness, gross. Fake name says no, ducks like Duke. And Robert says fake name says Mussolini was Dutch. Oh, interesting. Britopia says, I would be able to go to micro, but it's so close for my school starting. Respectable. Yeah, it's really difficult. Again, we're hundreds of miles away. It's going to be fairly close to our school starting.
We don't start until like the 18th or something like that.
Yeah, but it's still like at the beginning of August, and then we do go back like the middle of August.
We're
so
going to do school shopping before we go.
Yep. It's going to be a whole difficult thing. But on top of that, it's going to be a lot of money for us because we have to like fly out, so it's going to be big difficulty. Big Meme says, although I can see why you'd think that, Robert, Mussolini stole Roman symbols. Ah, makes sense. Christian said, we have Grand Dukes and Duchesses in our Constitution, but we're building up our citizenry before I start running elections left and right. That's really smart, Christian. That's something that I would actually like to talk about in another stream. I'd really love to cover the topic of like when you do different things in a micronation and like when you start to appoint different people, because we've gone like back and forth on that. There was a long time where I didn't want to appoint anybody to government positions because it felt like we were way too small, and we were. And then all of a sudden, we started getting like a lot of interest in us, so we started developing the government, like putting that together. And then we started, appointing people. And some of those people did well, some of those people kind of fell out, and are no longer a part of Eternia anymore. So it's something that I think you have to be really careful with. For example, a great example of a positive that came out of it was Stephen Vince, our master of the House of Treasure. He's somebody who was absolutely the right choice for the job and who stuck with us for a long time. But almost all of our other picks, at one point or another,
it didn't work out. Either they weren't the right fit for the job in the first place, or there was like a conflict of interest that grew, and so it became really difficult for us to find people and to develop the government in a way that was steady, because we were small, because it was early on. And even when we'd been going for a year, 2 years on YouTube, that was when we decided to do it. And even still, we weren't big enough or capable enough to really have a well-standing government. So I think, before you even need any government or any addition, make sure that it's absolutely a necessity. Make sure that you're not just doing it to have people in these positions and to, give people props, which is certainly nice. People feel excited about getting rewarded for their work, but giving people government positions where they're not necessarily needed can cause more problems than good. So I think you're very smart for doing that, Christian. Robert says, why the faces? Manu says, I'm back at the pool party and there's no pool. I'm angry. I'm sorry, Manu. We left because it was lightning. We were like chilling in the pool and lightning struck kind of close to us. So we got out. We went into the like tiki little area for a minute. And that was fun, but then the rain started pouring so loud that it was like drowning out our voices, so we had to run inside, and now we're inside, so I'm sorry. Taurus said Tiffany's cool.
Thanks.
Tiffany's very cool. She's my fave. Robert says, but we can't use it to do fascism. Yeah, don't use it to do fascism. Fascism's gross. Fake Name says, most people don't really know about Italian use symbols, so I have a nice bit of luck on that. Makes sense. Christian says, so far we have 4 citizens, so until we meet at least 50, we feel uncomfortable having a band of randos taking all the positions right off the bat. That's very smart, and I think that helps a lot. Again, even if these people aren't randos, even if they're, dedicated citizens, I think having 50 citizens is a really important milestone for doing that. Eternia, in trying to make sure we have really strict citizen requirements, we don't have 50 citizens. But at the same time, having strict citizenship requirements means that we're getting really, really good pools of people who are interested. And so in doing that, we're not necessarily, we're not necessarily going for large numbers of citizens, but we're going to have the best people for the job. And so I think you're right. Having a number like 50 citizens, 50 really well dedicated citizens, Tiffany's playing with my hair, is something that's important for ensuring that your micronation is going to grow and develop successfully like you want it to. So even not having them be randos, even them being people who have dedicated to your nation for years and put in lots of good work, it still may not be the right time or even the right position for that person to be in your government. So it's just such a intimate thing to connect to your micronation. It's such a sensitive thing to connect to your micronation. So having a government position puts a lot of trust in someone, and you have to make sure that it's necessary so that there's not undue risk to your nation, which could cause people to leave, which could cause fallout and cause difficulty with people. And second, that they really, really are the right person for the job, and that comes with years and years of dedication and experience. So again, we've learned lessons in that. I'm trying to share those with you guys, and I hope we can continue to grow. Yes, I never even brought that up to them. But I haven't announced the thing in general, so we're still working toward more stuff. Because that's exactly why I didn't, because I was pretty sure that was gonna happen. New stuff. Yep. Vincent says, "Whoa, AP said hair is different. I'm just also went out into the pool. Also went into the pool. I just got out.
Yeah,
hey, Vincent.
He didn't spike it out today.
I didn't. I did yesterday, and then we got in the pool, and now it's like dried and off. Yeah, yesterday I put stuff in my hair, so it's still in, for today, but then we got the pool and got out, and now it's down. So yeah, it's not different. Everybody always says, like, oh, you got a new haircut again, but it's never a haircut, it's just my hair doing different stuff. My hair is very versatile. Thing Name says, also the US got away with minting a quarter in 94 with faces on it. Oh, interesting. Vincent says, I don't think I've ever seen AP with his hair like it is. You haven't really seen me out of the pool either. So 1 for 1. They're new things.
In the shower or whatever.
Yep.
Anytime his hair is wet.
Fake Name says, is that like a symbol reclamation group or is it hardcore fashion? Oh goodness. Torrance says, the Vincent. Same Vincent, and I don't like it. Oh goodness. That's y'all don't know. Y'all don't know what's up. Vincent says, I didn't say I didn't like it, it just doesn't look like AP's normal hair. Agreed, Vincent. I appreciate you. Christian says, also, it's good to see you, Vincent. I hope your move has been going well. Christian says, we have our emperor selected, but they shall not be crowned until the Senate and Imperial Court are in assembly. And both are needed to confirm his selection. Makes sense. And that's very cool. Congratulations, Christian. I'm excited to see you developing your nation. Robert says they focused on economics, like r/fascism tried to position it as an economic stance called corporatism. Weird. Torrance says, I need to complete my website and open citizenship. We believe in you, Torrance. Robert says, and they say things like Hitler took it too far and all that stuff. What? Why would you ever support fascism? This is gross. Robert says, but they do have some xenophobic tendencies, and they really only talk about the economics of fascism, of being a gross person, I guess. Torrance is not far enough, Robert. JK, just in case not obvious. Horrible dark joke. But I respect your committal to the joke. But dang, that was Vincent says I'm wearing
a really comfy robe.
A really comfy robe. Hey, congrats. I'm glad. I hope you enjoy it. Robert says, which quite a few are trying to portray as economic fascism. Oh, goodness. Geopolitical says, hello, Vincent. Vincent says, hello, sir or madam. Or ma'am. It's very good to see you. If you guys don't know, Vincent is one of our citizens. So it's great to have him in the chat, hanging out with us. As well, we've been going for 2 hours, 44 minutes, 45 minutes, and we got 6 viewers. So you guys helping us to keep pushing forward is a great thing. What I kind of want to do, if we can hang out for about 15 more minutes and get all the way to 3 hours, I want to see if I can't save the... Hey, we're going up to 7. You guys are helping us out a lot. I want to... somebody said it's Jason. It's not Jason. But I appreciate you guys. Unless I missed something. No, it's not Jason. Jason isn't here right now. But at the same time, what I want to do, I want to go in and screenshot a picture when we finish this stream of what our watch time hours for this stream is, and see, I'll update you guys in the Discord. So if you guys are in the Discord, you get to see that update and get to like whoop whoop and celebrate with me. Because I think we're going to be pretty good. Again, we had like 21 people in the stream for like 10 or 15 minutes earlier today, and so we're really pushing it. If we can keep going and we can keep getting a good few people in the stream just for the rest of the stream, then we will be in a great situation. Again, 5 viewers, 28 likes. We're almost at 30 likes on this stream alone. That's incredible, and I appreciate you guys hanging out and spending time with us to do that, to achieve that.
See, people do like you.
Yeah.
I don't have to be here.
You don't have to be here. But we like you too, Tiff. We want you here. Robert says, what are your thoughts on economic fascism, corporatism? It's gross and is a problem. Torrance says, why am I lagging? These are great questions. Are we lagging? Christian says, personally, I dislike faces. We have come to the consensus that a golden octagon inscribed in a circle represents our nation best. Very cool. Big Name says, it's Jason! I can hear him. It wasn't Jason. You were incorrect on who you heard, but I respect that. Vincent says, yeah, I'm sorry I haven't been active, but I've been doing stuff, and I just got into a relationship. Congrats on the relationship, Vincent. We're glad to see you. But at the same time, we hope that if there's a way that you can continue to do stuff and work with us, we would really appreciate it. But I am excited to see you doing your own thing and developing as a person. Virtual says, sir. Fake name says accent, I guess. Country accents. They sound very similar around here. Christian said relationship. Congratulations, Vincent. Absolutely, we're proud of you, Vincent. Robert says it's basically the economic fascism believes that sectors of the economy, education should be owned by families, corporations working together. No, that's horrible. Yeah, I think things should be nationalized. I think the reverse. I think like the government should control more and more of things like that so that they can create more standards for improving the quality of life of their citizens instead of trying to privatize everything, which, again, a huge problem.
Well, you're saying that, but I mean, most of our stuff is controlled by government, but also the government is controlled by all corporations that like enrich them to get into positions.
But that's the thing. I think a lot of our stuff
If you
is
just
like...
disconnect it.
No, but I think a lot of our
Don't make it such
stuff...
a rich position to make people just be like, yeah, I just want to have the money and then I'll do whatever.
I respect that, but that's the problem. A lot of our stuff that is not private at all in other countries is here, like healthcare. There are like, there are insurance companies and stuff. There are insurance companies in other countries, but they're like very, very heavily regulated, and there are very few of them. Here, there are a ton of insurance companies that run a lot of stuff. The same thing with like communications in other countries is like very strictly like regulated and monitored. Here,
Well,
like
which state
communications
was it?
is like a huge
Texas.
lobbying factor.
Not Texas. Which state just got like free healthcare?
California.
California.
They're trying to do it, but again, I don't know with what success. I'm curious. They're trying to do universal health care, but we'll see. Torrance says just have actual free markets. Actual free markets wouldn't allow such monopoly to exist. I disagree, Torrance, but agree to disagree. Robert says the resources of nations belong to the nation, I feel. We'll see. Vincent says I was talking to this lady and she was really interested in me, so we figured out we liked each other and started dating. Hey, congrats! I'm glad to hear that. That's awesome. Fake name says strike the monopolies down and help the small businesses. Agreed, fake name. Torres says that's nice, Vincent. Great, absolutely. It sounds like you're doing well for yourself, Vincent. Especially like already, like you just moved to a new place and you already met somebody that you like. Are they local to you? Like, have you gotten to spend time with them? That's great. Torres says fake name government monopoly is still a monopoly. I disagree. I disagree, Torres. But I hear you. Let's see. We got about 10 more minutes on the stream. Fake name says, I'm glad for you, Vincent. Absolutely. Torrance says, I'm anti-monopoly of public or private ownership. Got you, Torrance. Fake name says, yes. Robert says, we should strike down monopolies. Fake name says, I'm with you, Torrance. Yeah, I agree monopoly shouldn't be a thing, but I don't think government intervention and regulation is the same as a monopoly. Especially if that government is like well representing the public interest. Torrance says all monopoly, Robert, government and private. But that is not the definition of it.
Vincent replied, natural monopolies aren't, I can't.
Vincent says natural monopolies aren't necessarily bad for developing nation, in my opinion. I definitely hear you, Vincent. And again, if it comes to what Torrance is calling like a government monopoly, then I would agree with you. But yeah, I don't agree that that's the government controlled and private government controlled and regulated things are monopolies. I would disagree with that heavily. Let's see, and I do disagree with that heavily. It's 37:28. I'm excited because we're getting close to 4K watch time hours. 13. What is it? 17:28. Yeah, but now we're at 37:28.
But like, it's just, but yeah. Did you hear someone like finding a mailbox that had like the same numbers?
Oh, I didn't.
Yeah, they found like the same 4 numbers on a mailbox. They wanted to take a picture of Betty White and put it in their mailbox.
Oh, I love it. That's pretty funny. Oh, did we like lose internet?
Yeah, we may be lagging because of the storm.
Oh goodness. Let us know. Let us know if we're lagging. I think my stuff is good. I think y'all's Wi-Fi is like just out.
Yeah, but if the Wi-Fi is out, that means that your
Not
the cell
necessarily.
towers may be like having interceptions
Agreed.
from the storm.
Agreed. But depending on where they are, fake name says the government should only have export and import monopolies. What? Christian said the empire of Primario sees corporations as a threat and as a roadblock to the welfare of citizens. Regulation and stringent antitrust laws are pertinent to the natural flow of economic competition. Agreed. Torres says the state does not exist naturally. Big Meme says the rest should belong to the people. Robert says, like if gets more than X amount, break them up. I agree with that, Robert. Robert says, I believe government should be ran by citizens. To some extent. Hey, we're back. Very cool. Okay. 37:28. My phone's about to die, as well as on 5%, so we'll talk for like another minute, and then we're probably gonna have to go. So just in case we like dip out for some reason, I want you guys to know it's because my phone died. But I appreciate you guys being here, and as always, Eternia forever. I'm gonna try and get through these comments. Vincent said, but it sounds like natural monopoly is like someone has made a company, and they are only the people who are making stuff. Agreed. Robert says, quite frankly, we need a citizen-run government. Okay, gotta go. See you. See you, fake name. Thank you for hanging out with us. Christian said, when a business controls an entire resource, it must be broken. I agree with that. Torrance says, protection of their rights, self-determination. Robert says, and implement direct democracy. Torrance says, Christian, same with state that is out of control. I disagree with that. Robert says, to let people vote on the policies they want. Torrance says, Robert, chill with the direct democracy. Robert says, "Whoa, why?" They both surprised each other. They said, "Whoa, whoa," to each other's comments. That's interesting. As well, real quick, I wanted to tell you guys again. I appreciate you guys being here. We're gonna have a stream tomorrow, so if you guys want to hang out with us, if tonight you got tired, if you had stuff to do, if you're on another part of the world where it's like 4 a.m. for some reason, because time exists, let us know. And we will be on stream tomorrow, hopefully a little bit earlier, to spend more time with you guys and to get us into bigger and better forms of the monetization that we're trying to achieve. I'm going to update you guys again on our Discord if you're not a part of it already, as to what our new progress is from this live stream toward this number here and getting to monetization. So once again, thank you guys so much for being here and helping to support our stream. Every day that you guys are here, every minute that you spend just watching the stream and supporting us and helping us is a huge, huge deal to us. So again, you are helping to make Eternia bigger and better every single day. And because of you, we're going to be able to finally start to make money off of the ads that you guys are seeing from our channel anyway, which right now we're not making any money on whatsoever. So you guys are helping us to push toward going to Microcon. You guys are helping us to push toward doing all the things that we need to do to achieve our bigger and better goals. And you guys are helping us to eventually build Vitae up into a place where people can call home for their families. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys being here. And again, I can't wait to see you on the stream tomorrow.
Okay, Eternia forever. Bye, everyone.
She stole my line.
You're not gonna
She
stop.
stole my line.
He's not gonna stop, and then his phone's
She
gonna die. And
stole
he's
my
not.
line. Ooh.
He's not gonna stop, and then the phone's gonna die, and then he's not gonna see what the watch time hour was.
That's true. It'll be a problem. Everybody's saying goodbye, but
That's what we're doing. Saying goodbye.
I'm gonna give
so
it
that you
30
can
more
see-
seconds.
Oh
We're
my
gonna beat the clock. We're gonna beat we're gonna do it. We're gonna it's totally gonna die. We got it. We got it, guys. Everybody say goodbye. No, I believe in you guys. We're still here. We're doing it. We're pushing it to the edge. We're never gonna stop. We're gonna keep going. Oh goodness, it's on 3% now. Oh goodness, ooh, we're getting more viewers though. Oh goodness, what do we do? How do we do it? Christian, so take care now. It's good to see you, Christian. It's good to see you, Taurus. It's good to see you, Robert. It's good to see you, Fake Name. It's good to see you, Vince. It's good to see you, Dear to Will. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. Good to see you, Manu. Manu just jumped back in right as we're leaving. Oh goodness.
Alright.
Bye guys. Eternia forever. Bye guys. Peace.